Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to another Kall In Khan show on Grizz Khan TV. I had to, no, I was forced. I'm not going to lie, I'm forced to do these shows sometimes, especially when I've had a long away day. What time is it now? So it's in the UK time, guys, it's 11 o'clock in the evening. I set off for Brighton this morning I woke up at 6 a.m. So, it's been a long, hard day. But when Liverpool win, it's absolutely all worth it. And Avi insisted that I do a show. So here I am, Avi. Say thank you.
Thank you, Grizz. I think we've got to do a show. What an eventful week it's been, and what an eventful day. Obviously, we can talk about Ronaldo's hat trick. It was a good game, actually. Spurs and Tottenham enjoyed it. Ivan
Really?
Toney,
You enjoyed it?
I thought it was a good game. I've been up since 4:30 anyway, 4:15 a.m. because of the time difference, because it was a afternoon a kickoff 12:30. But yeah, you've been traveling to Brighton and back today. Good to see you in high spirits.
Beautiful.
Saw
Beautiful.
some pictures. Pictures look great. The weather looked great. The weather looked like California.
Look, first and foremost, that makes it absolutely brilliant, the weather, right? So I thought it's going to be cold, Brighton Pier. It's going to be windy. It's going to be wet. It was so nice in there. It was like in a foreign country. The picture was outstanding. The stadium's very neat. First time I've been to the MX. The town, the ground was literally next to the station.
You never had a night out in Brighton before? First day in Brighton, was it?
No. If you saw a preview, like you're supposed to, you're supposed to watch all my previews, we're supposed to watch all my shows, you would have known that I nearly told a story about a night out in Brighton back in uni days. But
I bet it was eventful. But the less said, the better.
Exactly. Yeah, look, do what Trevor says. Smash the likes, everyone, please, especially as you're coming in, man. Look, this show's all about you guys. Come in, talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm here to listen. Avi's here to give his opinion with you guys, and I'm here to just direct it. I don't want to hear myself talk. You guys don't want to hear me talk. It's all about you guys. Talk about anything you want. Your club, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal,
Chelsea as
Inter Milan, Real Madrid, whatever you want to talk about, whatever the topic, it's all about you guys. I encourage new callers, of course, every time. Of course, we've got regulars coming in as well. And I think, to be honest with you, we've got about 4 people waiting as well in the studio. So I guess without any further ado, Avi, shall we get our first caller in? In fact, we're going to get Kall's in the background. Kall's Nitawami, if you could put your camera on and then we can get you on soon, bro. Nice one. Let's get Kall's Nitawami in.
Yes, Bruce Wayne.
Hey, man, how are you?
I think you're on mute. Kall.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you, mate. We can hear you. How's it going?
How are you? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, man. My name is Ibrahim, man. I'm calling from Birmingham, man.
Big up yourself, Ibrahim from Birmingham, man. Talk to me, man. What's happening? How are you?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm trying to say 8 wins in a row in the Premier League. We were done, apparently. People telling us that we weren't going to finish 4th. Some people telling us that Leicester were going to finish ahead of us. And then now you have certain teams in West London that can't even sell out tickets. The stores are closed. So yeah, man, we love to see it. So up the fucking Reds every single day and fuck Chelsea, innit? That's all we have to say.
Oh man, I mean the Chelsea thing it's just beautiful to see, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful to see. Are you a Chelsea hater like I am?
Oh, I hate that. I can't stand that club, man.
Why can't you stand it? Because I've given my. Why can't you stand it? Because you're far younger than me. So my hatred for Chelsea, I don't know if you know, goes back to my days when I was your age, and these mans were like newborn again Chelsea fans, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've ruined my teenage life. Why do you hate them?
2014. That's it, really. I can't say anymore. I can't really say anymore. They ruined. They ruined one of the best days that should have happened for Liverpool. Them and their stinky, disgusting tactics. 2-0 parked the bus. They didn't come to play football. Thomas Kalas and fucking they just ruined us, man. We would have won the Premier League, man. They ruined Steven Gerrard. I will never ever be able to forgive Chelsea Football Club for what they did. Fuck that club. I hope they go into administration, man. I swear to God.
That's what I'm talking about, Ibrahim. Tell us.
Proper real passion there. Proper real passion there.
But look, Abby, what's your? I mean, I know you're not a hater. Like you're just naturally not a fucking hater. So I know you don't hate anyone or anything or anything. Like you're not a hater as far as I know.
Chris, you know what it was? There was a period of time.
Can you not hate Chelsea, please? Can you hate Chelsea, please?
Please, come on,
look, hate's a very strong word.
He's too nice.
I don't hate anyone. I dislike Chelsea. I tell you what it was. I used to have not a soft spot, but like, look, Ruud Gullit, Vialli, when they were under Roberto Di Matteo, Hoddle. I kind of liked them then. They got beaten by my first early memories of a football fan. They got beaten by United in the FA Cup final. But my real dislike for them has to be when Mourinho came in charge of Chelsea. That whole takeover. I didn't even mind when they did get taken over and they had Ranieri, but the Mourinho wars, those few years where Mourinho would jibe and the Gerrard whole, them trying to lure Gerrard to London, Benitez, 07 in the semi-final of the Champions League. So my dislike, and I've got a strong dislike. It's probably the closest hate for a football club. There you go. Is probably
it's closest, man. That'll do, man. Come on, I don't want to turn you into a hater.
Yeah.
I want you to, because you are passionate about certain things, but you need to start being a bit anti-Chelsea, man. Come on, man.
Look,
you're
I don't.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah. No, I don't agree with what Chelsea do, and like, look, whatever has happened the last few weeks, it's brilliant. It's poetic justice, you could say, right? That's the sanctions and everything. I absolutely love it, of course.
Chelsea.
And hopefully their fans now, they can pipe down now for the next, duration of the next 10, 15 years, and no matter who takes over, I do actually have so much dislike for them. But look, we've got to concentrate on ourselves. I think that's what more it is. Look, whatever happens to other clubs, great, if it benefits us, but we've still got to be moving, still got to be winning, and still got to be 100%. Triumphing.
Just a couple of shout outs, man. Mr. Sinclair, man, morning from South Australia, 10 a.m. here. Big up reciprocating for the fans in the South Hemisphere and planet Earth. We try to do that. And another shout out, man. Yes, BZ. Yo, my Liverpool fan, Grizz, me and my big brother bumped into you after the game today. Hope you enjoyed. Away and was bouncing, my brother.
You look great as well. The
big brothers that saw me as I was going up the stairs. Big up yourselves, man. Respect. Thank you very much, man. Hope you enjoyed your day as well, man. And I hope to see you again. But Ibrahim, man, talk to us, man. How was today's game? How did you enjoy today?
Yeah, man. Also called had a little bit of a late night. Came back home, decided to sleep. Then I woke up around 11:30. Do the usual stuff. Got back onto my bedroom, sat down on my TV, watched the game, and they actually did very well. Brighton for the first 10 minutes, they were passing it around. We were looking a bit, jaded outside of the place. But then as soon as the main man, Naby Keita, the person that took over Thiago, as soon as he got onto the ball, we dictated the game. We dictated the flow of the game. We got that goal from Luis Diaz. What a signing, by the way. That guy now is starting to get into the echelons of one of the best January signings of Liverpool in the last 10 years. He's starting to get into that bracket. The Luis Suarez's, the Felipe Coutinho's, the Daniel Sturridge's, the Virgil van Dijk's. I think Luis Diaz is starting to get into that type of echelon because this guy, I don't know, like Avi, you know what? Avi, I need to say sorry to you, man, because I actually thought Rafinha was a better target. But you know what? All hail.
Hey, none of that. Look,
all hail King Avi.
No.
I
think he's. Look, 5 games in, he's already won his first trophy at Liverpool. So he's been a great, wonderful introduction. Today's goal, I mean, he risked it all. You could have risked a serious head injury, especially the way Sanchez came out. But I think you were right. I thought Naby was my man of the match too today. I thought Naby was quietly. He's quietly like brilliant. He's been fit. He's playing well, and I don't care about this £55 million anymore. I think his role has changed from his Leipzig days. and I thought he was so much in control today. And I thought it was a perfect sub as well at the time when he did it. He could maybe a tad early, but he came off, and I think Klopp wants to play. I think Klopp's got him in mind for the Tuesday or Wednesday game against Arsenal.
Yeah, Wednesday. I think that's the Wednesday game.
Wednesday game, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Naby Keita, man. Well, I think people need to start putting some more respect on this guy's name. I think Thiago doesn't get straight back into this team. I think Naby's been playing out of his skin. The guy has, I don't know what's going on these past few weeks. I think Klopp has really, really started putting a regiment diet on this guy because he's starting not to get that much injuries. He's starting to get stuck in. He's not starting to get injured. Like, I'm really happy with Naby. Obviously, there's that Mo Salah stuff, but I ain't going to talk about it that much because at the end of the day, I love Mo Salah, but I think I have to credit Grizz on this one because at the beginning of the season, I was those type of people that were the FSG outers on Twitter, but I've had to take myself out of it. I've had to look at it from a far perspective, and I look at myself.
The best way. That's the best way too.
Yeah, I've looked at myself and I thought, do we want to become Manchester United with the brand names, giving out contracts, and then starting to be fucked over? Because at the end of the day, I'd love Mohamed Salah, but I wouldn't be willing to give him 500k a week because there's levels to this. I don't want to give him a contract where he's getting money that he doesn't deserve. So at the end of the day, I love Mo Salah. I wish he stays at the club, but if he doesn't, I'm not going to be crying about it. Obviously, you got Manchester City with their bullshit VAR decisions and Crystal Palace, please, man, come on.
That's it, man. That will top off the week completely. Ibrahim, it's been sick talking to you, my brother. We've got so many people waiting to jump on as well, but really appreciate you coming on. Feel free. I'm going to try doing this more regularly. I know I promised once a week, but you know what I mean? I've been so
just
busy.
One quick comment.
Yeah, man, of course.
To Avi. Guiri, man. What are we saying about Guiri, man? Is he the next guy to come up? Guiri. Come on, please, come on.
He's not. Why are you smiling like a just? He's
No,
not asking.
I'm not
a good player.
I honestly believe. I honestly think. Okay, Grace. 1 minute. Ibrahim, I would love Amin Guri at Liverpool. Put it that way.
Same man.
I would love him. I think he's a perfect 9 replacement. He's predominantly always played on the left.
That's
but this season under Gold, he's played on 9, and we want. Yeah, look. Let's hope that FSG, Julian Ward, the scouts think the same about Amin Guri. And he'll be brilliant. 45, 50 million. I would pay it. I would pay it. Funnily enough, the owner of Nice, I'm pretty sure, is a British billionaire who actually wants to buy Chelsea. There you go. There's a bit of news for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So they don't need the money, but I think 45, 50 million. If we were interested for Amin Guri, then James Pearce has mentioned it previously in January that he's part of our scouting list along with other great players, but. Yeah, Amin Guri would be my number 1 target, Ibrahim.
Number 1 target. Okay, we're gonna have a whole debate and show on this. Amin Guri is
big up, Grace. Big up, Abby. I'll be watching.
Nice one.
You too, man.
Much love. Look after yourself. Take care.
You team.
All right, we're gonna bring in Antio Chill to the stream right now. Antio Chill, how you doing, my friend?
Great. How are you guys?
Yeah,
we're fantastic, man. How are you? I heard you in the chat saying you're not feeling too great. Are you okay? Everything good?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's just a bit of irritated stomach, but nothing serious. No,
absolutely.
It's those oysters you've been eating, living the high life, Antio Chill. So those oysters that you're eating, huh?
As soon as the 90 minutes were up against Brighton, the oysters came out of the fridge, Avi. They straight away.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but other than that, I'm feeling quite good. Shout out to you boys, and so just a hello to Conroy as well. Just saw him in the chat. Hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, it's good being a Red, isn't it?
It is, man. It is. Did you watch the game? I'm assuming you did. How did you feel?
Yeah.
How did you think we done today?
Yeah, good. It had everything that a halfway interesting Premier League game should have. Unfortunately, that includes shitty referees at this stage. But yeah, great goal by Diaz, a great penalty by Mo. I was very, very happy that he walked over to the fans. I saw you were in there as well, even though I didn't see you in the cameras, Chris. He was the way he went over to the fans and sort of cheered makes me hopeful that we can still get something out of this whole contract situation. But to be honest, I don't really want to chew that topic through right now because it's probably be discussed to death and over the next few weeks now that his agent came out and exposed himself as the moron that he is. So yeah, overall great. Got the 3 points. Over to you, Man City. Crystal Palace away, isn't it, on Monday night?
Monday. I got a question for Antio Chill.
Yeah.
Antio, you watched the game. I know Grizz. I'm not sure if Grizz has watched the full game highlights on TV yet, but
not yet.
I know
I'm gonna watch it twice over for the Red Fellas podcast. Don't forget, people. Tomorrow we've got the main Red Fellas podcast at 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Antio Chill, what did you make of Sadio Mane's performance today as a 9?
Good. Just as long as it doesn't, and I know it sounds bad, but you guys know me, to be honest, about these kind of things. As long as it doesn't mean that Klopp sees his long-term future as a number 9 if he's not a perfect number 9 for us. I think sounds bad, but what I'm trying to say is if we can get an even better number 9, I'd prefer that than trying to tinker with the system to make it sort of semi-halfway working. And to touch on that question, Avi, what my feeling was, even before we signed Diaz, was that our front line needed refurbishing in some sort of way. People won't like me saying it, but I say it all the time. Firmino's faded out in a really bad way, especially over the last 6 to 7 months. I thought he really took a massive dip. I think this coming transfer window will be telling. Diaz was a great start, but I'll ride this train till I die. We need more. I think we need one more in the summer, definitely, because I think what we have is good, but it could be better. Like that guy said in that Wonder Woman movie, life is good, but it could be better. And I think at this stage, we've seen what Diaz did for us. I don't want to revert back to we need to pick our trophies. I want us to be on all fronts, be there, challenge for everything. But yeah, we'll see. Plenty of talent available in the summer.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't properly answer your question, Avi. I liked his performance today as a number 9 Mane. I thought he was good. He was active and he ran a lot. It's good.
No, I thought he was effective today too. I thought he worked hard. I like to get his shot off. He went straight through and he couldn't generate enough power. But I thought on the whole, he did really well as a 9.
Yeah, he did. No question about it. I just think long term, I don't think he's the ultimate solution for the position. But if we want to change things up, I think it's a good idea to have him there. Definitely. Yeah, he can't operate on the wing like he used to because he'd lost that little bit of pace. So it's a good option. One thing I would like to see, and this is not just a Mane thing, this is unfortunately also a little bit of a Diaz and a Salah thing. I noticed since the start of the West Ham game, they don't pass a lot. They haven't passed a lot in those last 2 games, and I was very frustrated by it, which is something you can obviously fix. It's not a problem. It's just I noticed it even more than usually. Like you have the occasional moment, they're forwards, and it's all fine. They can do that, but it was an alarmingly high volume of chances that they squandered by not passing it from one guy to another, and that is not good if you're chasing a losing game or drawing. Like we don't want that now.
Yeah, no, I agree. Chris?
Yeah. As usual, Andrew Chill, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I've just looked in the studio and we've got about 12 people waiting.
All good.
So we're going to try to keep it moving on, but always great chatting to you.
Yeah, it's good. Been chatting to you too. I'm going to skip into the background and enjoy the rest of the show. Have a good evening, lads.
You're an absolute gentleman. Look after yourself. You're absolute gentleman.
You too, boys.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to get... Oh, my friend is in the building. Mr. Fahim Shah from Luton Town. People know Mr. Fahim Shah is an active member of our chat. How are we, my man?
You're
No,
on mute. Tabla straight away. He's on mute. Unmute yourself, please.
Hanji.
Yes.
No,
How
man,
are you?
I wasn't muted. I don't know. I think Grizz muted me before
No,
I
no, I
start.
think he was.
Chris,
Before I
How are you,
start,
my man? How are you?
Evallah. I'm okay, bro. Listen, give it
Mm.
love and respect to you too. Before I start, give everyone salam in my group. Baby H, Jeanette, Itza, yeah,
Okay, you got a list,
Sheza, Asim, yeah, Chimp,
Okay, you got a
the
list that you want
king,
to shout out, yeah?
the king of the north. Yeah, you know who you
Irfan,
are.
the king.
Yeah, Sheikh Irfan, the Alim. Yeah. Who else is there, man? Everyone else in our group. Yeah, they're all going live.
Listen. By the time you finish your list, I'm gonna have
It'll be the end of the show.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be the end of the show. So I know you want to big up your boys and your people, but talk to us, Liverpool, man. What's going on? How are you? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm happy to be in here. I'm a supporter of the Grizz Khan channel, the show. I love it when that guy you got up in the corner. Who's it?
Yeah, Mr.
Chua.
French fry. Yeah, I love it when he comes on. Yeah, he's brilliant. I love him. Yeah, he's got some real scoops. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the result because you know what, we had a bit of a bad one against AC Milan, and I did talk about it last time.
Inter Milan by John.
Inter Milan. Yeah.
I know
Milan,
old Father Ted Time's catching up on you, but it's Inter Milan.
Milan. Please be nice to your callers, Abby. Be nice to your callers. Yeah.
Thank you. I told you he loses it.
AC Milan, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your camera, Abby? It's a bit out of focus.
So, walaikum assalam, Aki. Yeah. So, I expected a response, and this is exactly the response I wanted. So I want to go on another 8-9 game unbeaten run until we face City. Yeah. A few things apart from the, you know what, I really liking Diaz. Yeah, the guy's an absolute baller. Yeah, I think he's brilliant. Yeah. I think he's Mohammed. We've talked about it in our group. I think he's a clone of Mohammed Salah on the left-hand side, and I think he's only going to get better and better. I'm not sold on Mane. Yeah, to be honest, I just don't think he does that false nine. Yeah.
You didn't think he played well today, Uncle? You don't think he played well today?
He played okay. Yeah, yo, I'm not Uncle, you know.
Can you stop that, please?
He played okay. He played okay. I'm part of the miners crew, innit? Yeah, that's my posse. We have a little group.
Do you know what? I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna keep you on the show, and I'm gonna invite another guest as well because I've liked your intro so far. So, Mr. Fahim Shah, you've earned yourself a little bit of a stay of execution while I bring in Statsman. So, welcome to the stream, Mr. Statsman. Tell us where you're calling from, my man.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right, okay. The game was okay, but I think we could do a lot better still. Where are you calling from, man? Tell us where you're calling from. We always like to know. Leicester, England.
Big up Leicester. Nice. Big up Leicester, man.
Yo, we're from sunny Luton, man. Sunny Luton. Blah, blah.
So we've got sunny Luton and we've got Leicester in the building. Lovely.
Right. What are your opinions about the goalkeeping not sending off situation?
Shocker. It's a shocker.
Take it away, lads. Your show. I
thought it was.
I don't understand why he didn't even get a yellow card.
It was a pathetic decision, wasn't it? And surprise, surprise, it was Stuart Atwell who was the same VAR as last season. He was at Stockley Park last season when Robertson connected when he caught Welbeck and the penalty was given against Brighton in the last 91st, 92nd minute. And he was VAR today at Stockley Park and deemed that because we had scored a goal and because the goal stood, that he deemed it not dangerous enough, which is an absolute shocker because we've seen goalkeepers get sent off less for that, basically.
So, but isn't it? I thought the whole idea was about if you endangered an opponent.
Yep. I think when they saw it again, the leg didn't actually connect with the face. It was his hand. But the intention was there, right? Because the actual knee connected with his sort of lower sort of chest area, stomach area.
So kick, man.
It should have been a red.
Let's put it this way. The player went flying. So for him to go flying, there must have been some sort of contact. And they had enough time after the goal to see what had happened.
It's more shocking that they didn't tell the referee to go look at it at the screens again. it's a dangerous challenge. How can Stuart Atwell possibly say that's a safe challenge? That in the context of a football game, that's a safe challenge, or okay, not even deemed worth for the referee, the pitch side referee, to go and look at the screen, to look at the video monitors and say, you know what, that was dangerous. He's got to go for that, because they were sort of deliberating on the mic or whatever you want to call it whilst he was getting treatment. Why didn't they just tell him, look, go and look at the video monitors, because I think this is a red card challenge. What would have happened if that goal hadn't gone in? It would have been a sending off and a penalty, right? Because he was 3-1 straight through on goal. So it would have been red card had the ball gone wide. It would have been a red card and a penalty. So why does it stop it? Because we scored a goal. It's called. I think they deemed it as because we had an advantage. They didn't want to send him off. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. And it was maybe early on, and they thought, it would ruin the game. That's what it is. Let's not beat around the bush.
Well, I used to be a basketball referee, and what I was told is a foul in the first second is the same as a foul in the last second. Yep. A foul is a foul is a foul, and I'm sure in football is exactly the same rules.
Statsman, do you remember in the 2010 World Cup when Nigel de Jong high knee up on Alonso in the 2010 World Cup in South Africa? It should have been a red card, but because it was at the early, I think the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, they didn't want to ruin the final, the World Cup final. Hence, they didn't send him off. But later on, they admitted that it should have been a red card, regardless of what minute it was during the game.
It's not about ruining the spectacle. If it's illegal, it's illegal.
Yeah.
And my other point I wanted to make as well is, and this gets me now about Andy Robertson. He works really hard, but I don't understand when he gets down to the byline, why does he pull it back without looking? Because him doing that,
you're referring to that second half, isn't it? Towards the end,
a breakaway goal, because obviously he's out of position, others are out of position. Just taking a look up before you knock the ball back, and it happens all the time. And for me, I mean, I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I don't understand. Man City seem to play more as a unit. We seem to play as a unit in sections of the team. I mean, the front three, they tend to be more, I want to score, rather than let's pass it on to somebody else to score. And I think
I think it comes down to because Diaz is still new, he's going to find his way. And I think Luis Diaz has been incredible. I think we mentioned it as well. Next season, when he's gone through a proper preseason under Klopp and the coaches, he will be flying next season in terms of assists and goals.
But the others, they should
cohesively. I think when Jota comes in, I don't think cohesively they work collectively better. As individuals, yes, Jota, Mane, Salah, individually they do work better, and it's proven they've scored. I think we've scored over 103, 104 goals now. I think when Bobby's there, the connector, the one that drops back and elevates Sadio or Salah or Diaz on the left-hand side or Jota, I think that's when they play better collectively. I think it's just personae sometimes as well.
Now with Bobby, he's the reverse. He's just too kind. Yeah. He won't shoot. He keeps passing all the time. But I think Bobby has lost pace, definitely.
Yeah.
Mr. Fahim, Mr. Avi, can you let Mr. Fahim have a word in edgeways, please?
He's been busy on his phone.
I know. I've warned him about his phone. If he goes on his phone again, I'm going to kick him off the street. But would you like to give some comments and opinions on what Statman, if you've been listening to anything?
So, how you doing, Statman?
Fine,
nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, first of all, going up to that challenge. Yeah, that's a shocking challenge. Yeah, it's as bad as a challenge I've ever seen from a keeper on a attacking forward. It kind of took me back to the '82 World Cup. Yeah, Schumacher versus Batista.
Harold Schumacher. But some of us weren't born in it. Some of us weren't born.
Yeah.
But
I'm showing my age here now. But that was one of the most shockingest. That was a crime. That was a GBH on the pitch. And what this guy done, Sanchez, he literally kung fu kicked the guy, man, in his chest. And I don't understand. It kind of epitomizes where we are with English refereeing, which has become an absolute joke. I'm sorry to say, it's become an absolute joke. Yeah, this high, stiff British upper lip malarkey. Yeah, that we invented the game and we have the best referees, we have the best league, we have the best fans. It's BS. Yeah, the referees are absolute dog shit. Yeah, and there's a reason, and this is the reason why none of them were picked for the World Cup. Yeah, and they don't want it because it's shocking that they've implemented a VAR system, but they're not willing to use it because they want to keep it in the ref's hands. Yeah, and it's coming to the point that you can call it out for what it is, that it's outright there's some corruption going on, you know, with the last Man City game. Yeah, that referee that was in charge of the Casper outage, whatever his name is, yeah, he's done some real shady decisions, yeah, on Man City's behalf, and it's corruption. I'd go as far as say that there's corruption in there. You know,
the next time that happens and somebody gets seriously hurt, they'll change the rules.
Yeah,
but they'll wait until somebody gets hurt before they change it.
Yeah, they didn't even give the guy a yellow card, so the referee didn't even consider it a foul. Are you flipping joking? Are you pulling my leg? Are you telling me that wasn't even a foul?
I don't blame the referee. The reason why I don't blame it, I don't know if he could see it or not, but VAR can see it.
It's ridiculous.
Chris, someone just put a comment. I think this is what they meant. Stefan Fallon, I'll put it up now and I'll just read it quickly. Measure by advantage and red is the final result here. Do not mix this with depriving the opponent of the obvious goal chance. Where it is where it is a yellow due to honest attempt to take the ball. It wasn't an honest attempt though. We know it wasn't an honest attempt today. So I don't know what Stuart Atwell was.
It was late.
And look, he's got previous with us as well. I think many have already caught on Twitter today, straight after the game, that he's got previous with Liverpool where, you know, decisions have gone against us. So what he's doing behind that screen at Stockley Park, you know, God only knows.
I'll come on to give somebody else a chance to get on.
Listen,
thanks, Danson. Appreciate it.
You've been a lovely guest, my friend. Nice speaking to you. Make sure you call in the game, my friend. Look after.
Thanks. Bye.
No problem. Take care. Fahim, we're going to give you a couple more minutes, man, before we get bored of you, because we've got about 10 people waiting to come on. There we go. We've got Ray. We've got Ray coming into the stream. My man.
You need to split the screens, man. Put me up in the top corner and pin it.
Hey, yo.
Welcome
Hello,
to the
everybody.
stream. Welcome to the stream, Ray. Tell us where you're calling from,
Ray,
bro.
what's happening, mate?
I'm good, man. East Coast, United States, Rhode Island.
Nice,
you know,
nice.
I didn't catch much of the match day today because I was a little bit ill. But I caught the highlights and I saw my man Salah down with an injury. It's shocking to see that he's still this healthy this far into the season. Let's think about the history of our forwards and longevity. It's never this easy. It's never this comfortable. And we may pick on them. We may differentiate between now and the past and how many have fallen off and what levels we're looking at, but we have 20 odd match days left between every single competition, and we're still full-time, full strength. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about the situations we're facing with the referees, both in Milan and this weekend. It's kind of sad, it's kind of shocking, but I want to big up my team because you see the discipline. Any other team would face those types of problems with a big head, with a nod in their head, talking about you're wrong, you this, that, and that. A bunch of kickoffs you don't need. I want to thank Klopp for putting the mentality in these boys. Be like, you know what? We're fighting for our own space. And I want to land on this spot because about 6 weeks ago, you'd see the 6-yard box was a farm. Anybody could come and see our 6-yard box, walk right in. The last 4 games was changed. The depth and the space has been pushed up a little bit. It's a high line, but it's a high line with mentality. Every time my man VVD is like 4 or 5 steps back, you know that ball will get cycled back right up. You know that ball will get trapped in and either get figured out or slapped out. And that's bringing Trent to a whole new level. Look how Trent's balling out lately. He has
really well, man.
Pull up for him, and he has his own mission. And before you forget his own mission, they were switching him a couple of times at the beginning of the season. So we're very lethal. We're very potent. Let's just not forget about the goal. Get that trophy home. All right. Our boys are a little bit tired, a little bit shot, but let's not start doubting about Firmino. Let's not start doubting about Mane. My man Diaz has come in, and he's literally like that kid who comes from the village and transfers to your boarding school, and he's just playing you off the park. What can you say? You can't say nothing. He's a killer. And let's just give it time, let it gel, and let everybody step up to their own challenge. What's killing me is I don't see Joe Gomez stepping up. And you know what?
Oh, he will. My boy's ready, man. My boy's ready.
You don't need to. You feel me? Man, like Konate is out here eating his dinner. We don't need no problems in the defense. We're stepping to a level whereby this team is just taking care of itself. You feel me? I don't know how many of you guys are worried about Salah being out for more than 5 days. Do you think we'll be missing him from Arsenal? Let's be for real. Let's not disrespect the thing. But who's really going to be worried about Arsenal in about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes? You don't think we're going to be really stressing it like that? So,
Avi, what are you saying?
I think the Arsenal game. I think this is the game where it does worry me. I think the way Arsenal are set up with Odegaard, with the movement of Martinelli, Lacazette, Saka, they're a better team since the team that we beat them in the cup, 100%, and the game when we beat them in November in the league as well. So I think Arsenal, this team is a little bit different. They do play. They're playing for each other right now. He's got a good thing going there, Arteta. He's got rid of some bad cobwebs, as I like to call them. Aubameyang. He sort of eased out the bad personalities. Guendouzi, and a couple of others. I think Wednesday will be a tough. I think Wednesday is going to be a tough game. Come through that, then it's game on. I do agree with you that we're definitely looking jaded. I think we need one performance. That one performance where we obliterate the opposition to really, that's it. Like to re-energize us. Right now we're scraping through, and there's nothing wrong with that. Great teams do it. Every great team, even the great Barcelona team of Guardiola, the great Man City team, the great Arsenal team, the great United team, they always have to go, they always have to win scrappy too. But I think we just need that one game where we obliterate the opposition just for that final push. Like you said, they could still potentially be up to 15 to 20 games. I know I don't want to talk too much about the quadruple, but look, it's on. It's 100% on. We won the League Cup. We've got the FA Cup. We've got a kind of a nice sort of kind draw. Let's see who we get in the Champions League. And we know the mission. We know the mission with 10 games to go in the league. We know who we're facing, and one game at a time. And I think that's what Klopp says. We're not looking too far ahead of ourselves. One game at a time, and we just need that one result. One little, like a big. We need to give the beating. I'm not sure if it's going to be Arsenal. I think that'll be a tight game on Wednesday, but there's definitely a beating coming for someone.
To be honest with you, this is the test we need because Alisson, I trust him, but come on, man, too many goofs lately. So this is going to be the test where you can be like, you know what, my man. You've had the ropes, you've had the defense, but please just give us a nice 90 minutes where you don't scare nobody and you just keep kicking the ball out. That's what we need. And you're right. Just a good 90 minutes where we're gelled, we're attacking and defending together, and we don't cry about nothing else. We all need to see that because people are worried about Mane. Come on, man. If we get Bayern Munich, who's going to be worried about Bayern Munich? Many, but at least as we got Sadio Mane on the 11, you'd be like, yeah, he did this before. So, guys, faith, we got this. We've not been here before like that. So one love to everybody, though.
Love the energy, Ray. Love the energy.
Ray, love your energy. Love your input, man. Thank you very much for calling in, man.
Can I just...
yourself.
Thank you, man.
Look after yourself.
You too.
Nice one. Fame, you want to come in with something before we...
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, every game for us, it's going to be easy. Nothing's going to be easy. Yeah, I was worried about Brighton away. Yeah, tricky place to go, man. And they're a good team, a footballing team. Arsenal... Yeah, they're a genuine top 4 team at the moment, and in form alone, they're up there with with us. Yeah, Arsenal play football. Arteta is an attack-minded coach. Yeah, and I believe I think our key is Thiago. Yeah, if we have that controller in our midfield, we'll slay them, bro. Yeah, I honestly think we'll absolutely. It'll be one of those hectic ones. Yeah, with the high line and them trying to get the runner in through the midfield to break the high line. But I think genuinely it'll be a good game. But I think we will smash them. Yeah,
smash them. Come on, Faye.
Smash them. Yeah. We'll mess them up, bro.
Give us a scoreline.
When for him's positive, right? You complain. Yeah. When he's negative, you complain.
No, but give us a scoreline then. Come on.
I'm looking at about 3-4-1. Yeah, 3-1-4-1. It'll be.
You say the same, Abby. You say the game every game.
No, he's smoking something funny. I don't know what he's smoking, but he's been on the funny side. I don't think we'll smash him. I don't think we'll smash him, but hey, if it does happen, I'll eat humble pie.
Yeah,
proudly eat humble pie.
I'll make you eat that, man. I'll make you eat that. Even
okay.
I think.
Listen, let's get the next guest on as well. Let's get the next guest on as well, who's been waiting patiently in the background. We've got Rames in the building. Well, Rames, welcome, brother. How are you?
How's it going?
Hey,
it's going very well. It's going very well. Say hello to Fahim, and obviously Blue Chip in the building as well. Talk to us, Rames. What do you want to talk about, brother?
First of all, I love whatever filter Avi has on. That makes him looks like he's in.
You know what? It's this new light. No, it's this light. Unfortunately,
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Man. Look,
people are actually taking the piss out.
Yeah. He likes it. He said he likes it.
No, you look like a cartoon. It makes you look like a cartoon emoji.
I've switched it off now.
You haven't switched off. It's still there.
You liar.
But then it's too light. Then there you go. What can I do, Yad?
Yeah, it's all right. Stay as you are, man. Stay in the
Yeah,
darkness.
there you go. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for
There's something wrong. No, put the light back on because there's something wrong. It's not the light.
Everyone loves that little globe effect. Come on,
It's not the light. I think it's the camera.
It's the camera, Avi. It's not the light. It's the camera.
Oh, yeah, camera's fine. What should I do? Okay.
But anyway,
carry on.
Rames.
Yeah. So I was like Fahim was saying earlier. I was quite worried about that this Brighton game because the 3 prior games we had with them have all been horrible.
Tough.
Yeah, and they're right now they're sort of like have been our bogey team now for like 2 seasons, if you could say that. I'm super happy and impressed with Keita. I'm looking for anything wood right now to touch, so that he can that he stays that way, because I think he essentially, we were crying about like having backup for Thiago, like a player that does what Thiago does, and now I think Naby Keita does that, like that sort of like left-sided controller in the midfield. Even though he had to change his game a little for that, so now he doesn't go on the forward runs that he used to do, or take men on. Right now he's turning slightly more into a Wijnaldum, or doing the easy passes. But I my only issue with Keita is that he's in that role. He's not as physical as Wijnaldum, but at the same time he's also not as techy as Thiago. So he's like, this is his only sort of
good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
good point. I know what
you want to say. I'm very happy with the angry club that we got today. Like, they're yelling at everyone, literally like telling people off when they don't pass, and when, you know what I mean. I miss that sort of club, and I think you can see that he's really going for it this season as well. Like in this particular game, like he really wanted it, and I think I'm hoping that this could get us through the next couple of games, and then hopefully that international break would be like a nice sort of like break for our players, because I agree with you guys. Like I think we are having this sort of like burnout sort of thing that we're facing right now. And
let Fahim come, because I think
some brilliant points from Rames there. I don't know if you two little boys were listening. I hope you were, because I'm going to put you on the spot now.
But he wanted to say something about Naby, because he was saying something. Because he
I mean, you know what? Alhamdulillah, Naby is a good player, and I feel bad for him because he's had it tough. But I can't compare him to Thiago, not even on the same ballpark level. He's a good player, but he's not a controller. He can't do what Thiago does. I think Naby's best position, is as an attack-minded midfielder. I think that's when he's in his element, when he's feeding Mane down the left. He's got a real kind of mojo with Mane, a brotherhood. And them two definitely play good. I'm still not sure Henderson's ideal on the number 8 position on the right. So ideally I would put Thiago on the number 8 position and Naby on the left. And then I think that is our best midfield. Unfortunately the captain doesn't get in. For me, that's our best midfield. And then I really see the best in Naby. But when you don't have Thiago backing up Naby, you see mistakes from Naby, bad missed passes in dangerous positions, getting left by the runner, getting dispossessed. So I get worried. When I see Fabs, Naby, and Hendo, I get a bit nervous with Thiago sometimes. Because I just think it needs Thiago instantly. He brings up the level of the whole midfield, but he improves the whole team. He brings that technicality, to the midfield, and he lifts the level. And it just, it's like Evan Sakagard, man. I asked him the question on what Grizzly channel, and because we were arguing on the group, and people were saying that Thiago's a flop and he's this and he's that. And I said, Sakagard, man, tell me, why do you think this guy's so good? And he underlined it. He goes, he helps you maintain he puts the enemy under siege with his footballing know-how and his knowledge, and that's exactly what he does. He's key to us. Thiago is key. When we don't have Thiago, it's grimy. It's really, really grimy, and it's a hard fought-out result, man. Back and forwards, and them getting in behind the line, getting the offside. Yeah, but when Thiago comes in, he just mellows it all down, and it just controls the game from the midfield, and it goes the transition to the front. It's there. It's smooth as butter. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that's how it is.
Please.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. But like the problem with Thiago is that he breaks down a lot, which is that's the negative aspect of Thiago. And then when he's not there, I think Keita does a very good job. Obviously, not to the standard of Thiago, because this is not even his. Like you highlighted very well, Fahim. Like this is not his actual position, and these are not his best attributes. But I think he's the second best player after Thiago in the squad at doing that at the moment. And I think you need someone to kind of sort of shift the load or carry the load with Thiago. And even though I would love to see a full not even 90 minutes, but like a 80% or 70% of a game where you have Fabinho, Keita, and Thiago, which I think is our best midfield.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
But I think that's never going to happen because
it will happen. It will happen.
It might happen, but not for a full game, because I think in Klopp's eyes, it's too risky for him to have them both on the pitch at the same time, because he sees in Klopp's eyes that Keita is the second best person to do that controller role after Thiago. I think this is what Klopp.
Ramiz, if I can just interject for a minute, I think it's not that. I think it's about a balancing act, because he needs to kind of cushion both of these two guys. He can't put them on to too many minutes. Thiago's coming off injuries, Naby's injury prone, but when they're both 100% fitness, yeah, they will both start. I guarantee you. Yeah, because Klopp knows. Yeah, as good as Henderson is, even you put Henderson with Thiago, Henderson starts looking like a baller. Yeah, but
I think Fahim, I think Ramiz is right in what he says. I think Klopp prefers a workman like midfield. I'm kind of agreeing where I don't think Klopp would play a Naby, Thiago, and Fabinho. I think you'd play a Fabinho, Hendo, Thiago, or a Fabinho, Hendo, and Keita like we saw today, or a Fabinho, a Thiago, Jones maybe. I don't think he will play Keita and Thiago consistently. Maybe on a one-off game, but not too much, in my opinion, anyway.
I think that if we, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if we draw like a Real Madrid, like a team that has a very strong midfield, who like in Real Madrid's case, like their entire strength is their midfield, I think we need to go with that midfield in these like two off games, because I think you need like if you take a Real Madrid as an example, their strength, you have like the technique, the strength, they have everything in that midfield, and you kind of need to match that, at least, if not better it. And I don't think we can better it, because it's probably it's probably the best midfield in the world. So I think you have to play that game. But what kind of scared me a little bit in the Inter Milan games was that, in my opinion, I did not think that Klopp took the lessons from the first game on in his like team selection and in his sort of like in-game tactics into the second game. And I don't think, especially in the Champions League, we can afford to do that.
Remy, just coming on that, who would you like in the Champions League?
Whoever wins that Ajax
Atletico
game.
So you like a trip to Ajax? You like an Ajax kind of team? Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
Ajax,
who would you not like, guys? Who's your number one? Name me the three teams that you would not like to face in the next round in order.
I'd say Real Madrid, Chelsea.
First?
Yeah, first Real Madrid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Chelsea. Or actually, no, Real Madrid, City, and Chelsea, or like, the two English teams and Real Madrid. And the problem with Real Madrid is not that we are not, better than them, is that they have they historically, and especially in that competition, Real Madrid does madness. and we don't have a very good track record. Especially this group of players doesn't have a very good track record against Real Madrid.
Fair enough for him, Mr. Shah.
Only two
3
teams,
teams
bruv.
in order.
Only two teams. Man City and Chelsea. Everybody else, we will slay them. I'm not worried about Real Madrid. We will mess them up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they can piss off, man. They don't have their cheaters anymore. They don't have Ramos. Yeah, so honest to God. Yeah, but Man City and Chelsea, bro. Man City and Chelsea in that order.
I really
That's
don't
it. Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
anymore.
I'm not worried about anyone else. I'm not worried
We
about
already played them 3 times this season, and it was torture. I think
Exactly.
we've paid our dues.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare playing Chelsea. It's always a nightmare when you play a fellow British English team anyway, because you're so used to each other and you know each other inside out, and it just takes away the excitement, doesn't it, of a Champions League night out. But listen, Ramiz, it's been fantastic talking to you, man, as always.
Thanks, guys.
Nice one. We've got a few people waiting, so we're going to try to keep it moving. But
I'm surprised no one said Bayern. I'm surprised no one said Bayern Munich. I'm very surprised.
Not worried about Bayern Munich, man. Not worried about them.
You should be worried. You should be worried.
Okay. Well, as I was saying bye to Ramiz, you decided.
Ramiz.
So that means you wasn't listening to what I'm talking about. You just had your own mind, and so I'm very thinking about kicking both of you out of my stream.
No, I was trying to deal with him because he's
dealing with who? We've got a guest on. We've got a caller on.
Ramiz, thank you. Ramiz is not a guest anymore. Yeah, he's part of the family furniture. He comes in. He's come on so many times on Kall In Khan.
So that doesn't mean you.
Ramiz, next Saturday we'll be doing.
Hold on, Ramiz. Where are you calling from? Buddy?
Well, I'm originally from Cairo, but right now I'm living in London.
Oh, can I ask you a question, Ramiz? Can I ask you a question, man?
Make it like a proper question.
Come on.
What's the dealio with Mohamed Salah? Yeah, what's happening? Because we're hearing from people in Egypt, from Mohamed Salah's bin, his village is gone, that the people are saying that he doesn't want to sign. Yeah, what's the talk in Egypt at the moment with the Egyptian brothers that know more than us? Yeah,
I think basically, I think his agent is really upping the ante right now. Like,
this guy, I don't like him.
Me neither. I think Rami Abbas thinks that his antics are helping Salah get, they're helping Salah to get more money, because Salah wants to stay at Liverpool, but not on his own terms, but I think he genuinely does want to stay at Liverpool. And I think what Rami Abbas is doing is, especially knowing the history of these particular owners, and
sorry, Ramiz, carry on, Ramiz.
Sorry, Ramiz.
I think put the comment up, man. Put the comment up.
I think that I think if Rami keeps doing what he's doing, especially with that weird link up and that he has with Fabrizio Romano, and that silliness that's happening on Twitter, and you could clearly see that it's actually like your job as an agent is to basically take off all the business and negotiations off of a player, so that the player can solely focus on their game. But you could clearly see that in the past few days, especially today, that Salah is not focused.
Yeah,
like this is one of the very few times that. Since the whole the negotiation started, you could clearly see that it's actually weighing on him. So, I've been a Liverpool fan before Salah came. I'll be a Liverpool fan after Salah leaves or eventually retires. So,
top man, you're top man.
Ramiz, before you go, does he stay? Yes or no? One answer. Yes or no?
I think it depends on if Rami Abbas escalates or not.
No, yes or no? Salah stays. Yes or no?
My gut feeling.
Fahim, let him answer. Yaar, band kar muh, yaar. Go on, Rami. Sorry, go on. Yes or no?
I think my heart says yes, but my head says no. Unfortunately, I think Rami Abbas is gonna keep escalating that silliness.
Fair enough.
Ramiz, it's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you
very
guys.
much. Nice one. Look after yourself. Take care.
Ramiz Raja. That's his new name. Ramiz Raja.
Okay, we've got our next caller in. Fahim, I'm going to thank you as well, my friend. It's been a pleasure having you on as well.
Dynamite.
We've got a few people looking to come in now, so hold on. But Fahim, we're going to catch up. We're going to catch up in a little bit still.
Cup of chai, and I'll give you a call on WhatsApp later on. Don't worry.
Take care.
Man.
People, This has been the Fahim Shah Show. Let's all give
Brilliant.
Fahim Shah a salute and thank you.
Sharjah, not
Hopefully he's
Sharjah.
Hopefully he's going to be the regular on the show. He's been the
Get him
star
out. Wait,
of
get
the
him
show
out.
today.
Get him out, man.
Oi,
Quick
oi,
answer.
blue chip. I'll catch you later, mate.
Nice one. Look after yourself, brother.
All
Take
right, man.
care.
Nice one, man.
All right. We've got
Now, can we start to talk? Can we be serious now?
Can you be serious, please? Like, we've got a couple of guests that we want to bring in, man. You need to
Man was like Candyman in here, man, like a kid at Christmas. He was loving
We're gonna bring in the next two callers at the same time. We're gonna bring in Arif, who's been waiting. How are you, brother? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you brilliantly. Where are you calling from, my friend?
I'm from Romford, which is near London.
Absolutely, I know Romford very well.
Chris, can I say, Chris? I watch the Big Six every weekend. It's my favorite show on YouTube.
Amazing. Thank you very much for your support, man. Talk to me, man. What do you want to talk about, my friend?
Hi. Well, I'm a Chelsea fan, and as you know, the whole week has been mad. It looks like we're gonna get new owners in soon, and hopefully the club will go back to normal. The whole week's been quite stressful, as you know, and I've actually got A levels coming up this week, and when the teachers talk, and all I can think about is, man, what's gonna happen to my club, man?
Don't, man. Concentrate on your studies. Focus on your A levels. The footballing billionaires of this world will take care of themselves. Never feel sorry for billionaires. Avi, if you'd like to concentrate and get off your phone, please.
I am.
No, you're looking at your phone, please. Otherwise, I will remove you from my stream as well, and I'll just talk to my people myself. But Arif is worried about Chelsea. He's worried about his A levels. You've been through this very recently. Give him some advice.
Yeah, the less said about my A-level results, the better. Arif, first and foremost, look, all jokes aside, your studying comes first. Don't worry about what's happened to your football club. I know you're passionate about your club, but listen, A-levels and your education comes first and foremost before anything. Forget about football. In terms of Chelsea takeover, I can't say that I'm unhappy. I'm taking pleasure in all this. I'm gonna say it straight. Unfortunately for you, I'm taking pleasure in your current climate and the way that you're in. It could literally be desperation mode. The 3 company have taken this sponsor out. Nike are looking to take their wedge out of Chelsea Football Club. The stadium expansion or the stadium refurbishment that's on freeze now. So as a football club, I don't know where you go from it. Is it something that the banks or who intervenes here? I'm not even sure how it works now. Are they looking at the bidders? They say that there's a party, there's 10 interested consortiums or companies who are or investors who want to come and invest in Chelsea and buy off Roman Abramovich's stake in Chelsea. I'm not sure where you go as a football club right now, but what you need is your squad. You need continuity. You can't let it deter what's happening on the pitch. I think Thomas Tuchel is strong enough as well to rally the boys, to rally the players and say, look, let's just concentrate on the last few months of the season. And then whatever happens to the club, because it's out of their hands. The players or the coaching staff can't do anything. This lies in with the owners, the banks, and whoever the governing bodies who want to take Chelsea off Roman's hands. But as a football club, as the team, you've just got to keep concentrating on the competitions that you're in, which is the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the league. There's nothing much that you can say, Chris.
Exactly. Arif, how do you want to? What kind of owner would you like to come in now? Look, I know obviously everybody wants amazing rich owners, but you're not going to get another Roman Abramovich, are you? Style owner, in terms of someone who's going to come in and bankroll your club. Do you want someone for example, I know you're not a Liverpool fan, but sort of looking at the ownership that we've got currently, would that kind of model appeal to you?
I think it might. I think Liverpool. I think Jurgen Klopp is, of course, a big reason of why they've been successful, and I think the Liverpool model, is a very appealing one where we've got one figurehead where everything is centered around him. Like he gets the final say on everything, and I think Thomas Tuchel is one of the best managers in the world, and I believe that he can lead. I believe that he can lead us to success. And like, if we can just like, for example, like our scouting has been atrocious over the past few years. I just think half the time there's vacationing and yeah. Over the past years we got like players like Bakayoko, Batshuayi, who are and who
So
else?
many, so
Other
many.
But you've
yeah.
got a great academy though, Arif, because your academy it resonates what we're trying to do. It brings money from your players. You know, it's a regurgitation that you send players out on loan, they come back and you sell them on for big fees. I mean, look at Dominic Solanke, came from Chelsea. We paid, I think, 5 million for him, and then we obviously sold him on for 25, you know, or 20 or 25 million. But you have your academy is fine because you've got players who you do get money from. You know, Reece James has come through the system. You know, and you've got other players who have come to the system but left for good money. I think in terms of your recruitment, you know, Lukaku hasn't worked out for him, but on the whole, I think Havertz, has, you know, he's starting to show. I had my doubts. I'm not going to lie, but he's starting to play well. He's performing well. One is a big one, isn't it? You know, you got him from Leipzig, who had a brilliant 2 years at Leipzig in terms of goal scoring record. He's come in and he's not hit the heights. And I think the same with Lukaku. It's something with your number nines. Every number nine that's come to your club, Hernan Crespo, Shevchenko's, these going way back, apart from obviously Drogba, but your recent players that you've brought in as your focal strikers, it just never worked out for them.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
way or another.
With our strikers, like the only ones that have ever really worked out were Drogba and Diego Costa.
Yeah.
And well, with our strikers, they either they hit the ground and they do amazing for us, or they're just flops. I think Giroud was like the only middle ground. Like he wasn't really a flop, but he wasn't really a success either. But you know, I think if you look at Armando Broja in Southampton, I think he's done a fantastic job, and I would love to see him get a run in at Chelsea. Of course, Conor Gallagher has also done very well at Crystal Palace, and I was hoping that Thomas Tuchel could find a way to integrate him in the squad. I think for next season, our midfield is going to be stacked, quite stacked. We've got Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, Gallagher, Mount. So I think we'll have squad depth for midfield next season. But our defense remains a big problem. I think Christensen's leaving
Got
for
Barcelona running.
Barcelona.
Yeah, it's a great move for
Yeah.
him. Great move.
With that, with this new Saudi group that's apparently in leading to buy Chelsea. They said that they're gonna renew Rudiger and Aspie's contract. We're also gonna try and sign Koundé next summer. So hopefully we can get a defense sorted out. And as for our wing backs, like the system that Thomas Tuchel wants to play, the 3-4-3, it all depends on the wing backs. I think Reece James has been fantastic there. Ben Chilwell as well, and Alonso is either hit or miss. Either he'll have a great performance or a terrible one. So you can
You're
never
missing
be sure
Chilwell,
of
isn't
him.
it? It's that bad injury to
Yeah.
Chilwell. I think you're missing Chilwell really bad because him and Reece James on the other side, I thought, you know, they're not hitting those Robertson or Trent numbers, but they're very, very good defenders. I think they're the best wing backs after Trent and Robertson.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, with Chilwell's having a great season, and well, as you know, there are some players that when they get the injuries that he has, a torn ACL, they don't always reach the same heights as they used to. So that's a big worry with
We
them.
faced that with Van Dijk this season. It's taken him probably the turn of the year since we're seeing now the monster that he can be, the imperious Van Dijk that he can be, and he's still finding it tough as well. There's some games like last week I think against Inter, there was still signs that he's still feeling the effects of that ACL. But he's
Yeah, I saw
getting
that
into his
game.
own. It will take time. It does take time.
Hmm. Yeah, that was a great game that Inter Milan won.
I was going to ask you, we were speaking about strikers at your club, Arif. Who's been your favourite number 9 for Chelsea?
Well, I mean, you can't beat
Since you've been
Drogba.
supporting him, is
Well,
Drogba
you
your
can't beat
favourite?
Drogba, yeah.
For sure, yeah? He's your favourite, yeah?
Yeah.
I think that
well,
would be an
goal
obvious choice, Chris.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
never
but
forget.
some people have favourites as opposed to the best strikers.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man, Drogba was a goat, man. Like that goal against Bayern Munich. I don't know, man. I'll never forget that in the Champions League final. You know.
of course.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, man. He gave me one of the best moments of my life. The winning penalty.
you have to cherish these moments. These moments may never come again for you, bro.
Yeah.
I hope for your sake, they don't get into further trouble in terms of administration, which they won't.
Mm.
But you've been a brilliant guest. You've been a brilliant caller in, man.
And just reiterating, Arif, off football, A levels. Make sure you do your studies first. Don't worry about football too much. I know we get sucked. You know, look, we're doing a show right now when I should be enjoying my Saturday, but it's football. It consumes us, of course it does. But your studying, your education comes first, mate.
Thanks.
Nice one. Look after yourself. Feel free to call in again, man. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Look after yourself. Take care.
Thanks. I'll
Nice
see you in the
one.
Big Six.
Nice one. Take care. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you. Thank you.
Big
Bye-bye.
Six fans coming onto Grizz Khan TV. Love it, mate. Love it.
Okay, we've got the next caller in, Mr. Ryan LFC in the building. What you
Yes,
saying,
Ryan.
bro?
Yes, Ryan.
Mute.
Ryan, come on, mate. Unwind.
Good evening.
Tell us what time. Tell us what time it is where you are, man. It's good. What
Same
is it?
time as me.
7 o'clock, just 7 o'clock.
Eastern time, yeah.
Eastern.
Oh, nice. So relax time, yeah.
Relax.
Relax.
Got that
time.
rum open. No rum open today, Ryan?
No what?
No rum?
No, I don't drink, man. I'm a gym person. I don't drink alcohol.
See, that's what I'm saying. He don't know about these people. He don't know about us, man.
That's good,
We're
that's
not everyone's an alcoholic like you, Abby, man.
No one's a should be like me. Okay.
Show
got
some
it.
respect, innit? Like,
Hey,
throwing
sorry.
rum at a person.
I didn't know. I thought he was a rum
Yeah,
man.
but you shouldn't throw in it. Why are you throwing someone assuming someone's a drinker? What kind of, like, you're a man
Ryan,
of the
my
world.
apologies. Ryan, my apologies. There you go. Water. Nothing like
I thought
water.
you're a man of the world, Abby, man. You should know. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You don't drop an alcohol chat on someone. Man, look at him, man. Ryan, what's happening? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm enjoying my weekend, you know. So I went on my phone and see you live, and I said, well, I have to come in, man. So I have to pass through Beijing. So
Of course you do, man. How you been keeping?
I'm doing good, man. I like the start. Liverpool has started.
Before you go, Grizz, Grizz doesn't know because Grizz's memory, because of his age, he doesn't remember. Ryan, you remember the three of us? What show we did? We did the Anfield game, Liverpool Brighton 2-2.
Wow.
And now look, Liverpool Brighton today. Memories. Yeah, see, there you go, Grizz.
True.
See, that's why you have me on the show.
True.
Memory. We did the 2-2. We did the 2-2 result, and then now we're doing the show again. You see, that's how we do it.
True.
Bless you, Ryan.
And we didn't even mean to do it like that, but it's
There you
true.
go.
Last time Ryan was on, it was the Brighton game.
Yeah.
So what? Today's game, we dealt with them, Ryan. What do you think?
One thing I really come on the show for still in Greece about Salah. Him going.
Okay.
I don't think him going to stay.
How you feel about that, if that's the case?
If Suarez can leave Liverpool, that's the only player that break my heart. I don't have any more ties with player who I love. I just love my football club. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped by jersey with the players them name. I love my football club. I don't cut up favorite player. No, I love everybody. And for Salah, talking about Liverpool all the time in interview how much he love it. If you really love Liverpool, yeah, don't watch what other player earning in next club. We make you be the highest football player in our club, one of the biggest club in England. What Steven Gerrard getting playing for Liverpool, Salah get more money, and Gerrard love it. Chelsea come in, knocking, give him how much money, and him stay. So I believe if Steven Gerrard didn't leave and go to Chelsea in 2005, because him love Liverpool, him is a true and true Liverpool. If Liverpool offered Salah 350 a week, take it. We see happen with every top player leave Liverpool. They go right down. You can check on the player them go for success. The Suarez, the Mascherano, and Xavi. Three great, fantastic players. Rest of them go down the hill. Look at Genie, leaving the same thing because of money. Salah, the same thing. He's a very fantastic player, and I respect Salah. Everything he has done for Liverpool, he has done in best. Legend. We can't take that away from him. But man, if you really love Liverpool and we're giving you 350, take it.
Mr. Blue Chip?
Yeah, look, I think Salah has set his legacy at Liverpool no matter what happens this summer and beyond. His goal scoring record, what he's achieved at Liverpool, you know, forget about what he's won with the club, but his personal accolades too. You know, he's done it. He's literally done it all. And it's a day that I think we're all dreading as fans. We want him to stay. We've from the reports we have given him a good proposal, a good offer. Unfortunately, his agent still believes that he should be getting more. He should be on the parallels of Ronaldo or a Messi or a Kevin De Bruyne. I understand that argument too. I think it's the way his agent has conducted himself with these tweets and these emojis that it's just left a little bit of a bad taste. And I hope Salah somewhere, because this ain't the first time the agent has intervened for the wrong reasons. Salah should be saying to him, look, let me get through the last 15 to 20 games with Liverpool this season, and then we'll talk to the club. We'll sit down and talk to the club, because this could also go the other way around. This could also be detrimental to the football club, because we're fighting on all four fronts. One of the war fronts we've already beaten Chelsea for, right? So we're playing on three fronts now with the FA Cup, Champions League, and the league. So Salah should really hear, and it's unfortunate that he has to say to his agent that, look, keep everything behind closed doors. Do not say anything. Do not tweet anything. That could jeopardize my football club. Because it is Salah's football club too, because he still plays for them. Get through the end of the season. Look at where we at. Look at the situation, and maybe then they'll say, "Look, this is what we want. I want to stay at Liverpool Football Club," and then get his agent and the negotiation team for Liverpool, whoever they may be, and thrash this deal out, because look, I do want him to stay. But like you said, Ryan, you support Liverpool because of the football club, not because of the players, because of the football club. Many players, many great players have come and gone. Some have gone and won some wonderful things. Luis Suarez, Xabi Alonso, they left for they left the club, and they went on to win European Cups and the Spanish La Liga titles for Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, respectively. Some have stagnated. Emre Can went to Juventus. He signed on for a 12 million signing on fee, went for more money, hasn't achieved anything great there, came back to Dortmund, can't even get into the Dortmund first team. Coutinho wanted to see the high streets of Barcelona and wanted to be in the Barcelona team. He went there, and look how that turned sour. You look at someone like Gini Wijnaldum, goes to PSG, in and out of the team, gets injured. He wanted a better contract offer. We didn't. The grass ain't always greener. That's what I'm trying to say. But look, if Salah, if the decision is that he wants to go, we move. Liverpool Football Club will move. We always will move. I trust our team. I trust the board. I trust the scouts to find the adequate replacements for Mohamed Salah, whoever they may be.
And Greece, let me tell you something. What I look about Liverpool Football Club, we have Jurgen Klopp, one of the best managers of all time, in my opinion. What he has achieved in the game with the clubs them with him coach, right? One thing I love about my coach, no matter who leave my side, we trust Jurgen Klopp and we trust the board to get the replacement. I already have Salah replacement lineup,
Talk to us. Tell us.
The young man named Saka from Arsenal, I think, with him talent, Jurgen Klopp can unlock and get more about him, and Erling Haaland. And we're good to go. We're good to go.
So Saka is your number one. If
No, Haaland is my number one. Haaland is my number one.
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
No, but okay. But it's very, 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 very close to Man City. So I think that's not going to happen. But the Saka shout, a lot of people talking about the Saka. And obviously, if Arsenal don't get top four, then there's going to be, he's going to want to leave Arsenal, right? Would he be your choice or one of your choices, Avi? Saka?
We've liked Saka before, because there's no secret when he was going through his funny enough contract negotiations with Arsenal. We're fond of the player. Would he be my? No, it wouldn't be. I think we just changed the way we would sort of maybe operate. It's hard to find who's out there. I think Musa Diaby is a great shout. I think one of our friends has been high on his trails at Leverkusen. He's a really good player. Saka's a great talent, but how much would he cost, Ryan? He signed a new contract. We're looking at, they would want what, 90, 100? Would they even sell him if he gets top four? He is an Arsenal fan. Would he want, if he gets top four, he might be content and say, look, I'm building something at Arsenal. So I'm not sure if he would be a realistic target, and then obviously there's other players in and around Europe, who who could come in, and obviously they might not perform or score as many as Salah or assist as many as Salah has, but there are players out there. Someone just mentioned Karim Adeyemi. His move to Dortmund is far from done. So Anthony from Ajax, good shouts all over. So it's a tough one. I don't really want to talk about replacements yet. I do want Salah to stay. So I'm still living in hope that come at the end of the season he's penned a new 3 or 4 year contract.
I would love to, but I don't want we as Liverpool fans to underestimate Jurgen Klopp. Pick up the phone. Hey, Saka, listen. We have a big thing going on at Liverpool. Challenge for the Premier League, in the Champions League, further your career. I definitely can guarantee you I will unlock that talent and make you be consistent and be world class. Simple as that. Jurgen Klopp. Influence of Jurgen Klopp. And we are the man right now in England, right? Winning the Premier League, still have a great chance to win the Premier League, winning the Champions League, winning the FA Cup. We still have this, and the young man will see and say, listen, he can do great things at Liverpool. Even Rafinha is a good player, but we're going to just leave it as I say. We don't want to really, but it's hard to know that Mohamed Salah speak about Liverpool so much, especially when he went to Chelsea and I saw him do an interview and say he want to come to Liverpool. It's just, I don't know if it's the same agent, but that would the same thing will happen. But sometimes as a player, you have to talk to your agent because Jurgen Klopp Grizz don't like this speculation. He like player to focus on football. And if the agent going to keep player around and Twitter, it's going to really affect the player because people will start say, okay, Salah going to be him last year. But I prefer to sell him this summer, get some money, and get the replacement because I believe that's how I see FSG do things. And they don't want to go way over the board. Grizz, Virgil van Dijk has done great for this club. Alisson, same thing. Mane has done same. And they get off and they accept it. Come on, we's not the rich owner like the Manchester City or the PSG. Sometimes players have to look on that. I understand Mohamed Salah worth a lot of money, but sometimes in life, if you love something and you love a females, you try to make things happen. And that's where I have a little bit of problem with Salah. But great win. Let us see if Crystal Palace can do us a favor come Monday and we'll just take care of Arsenal. But this game, it was a good game, keep consistent, clean sheet and stuff. I like that. And we're scoring goal, but I still think we need a top midfielder come in the summer, Grizz. You understand? We need a midfielder where going to mix things happen in the midfield. That's how I believe. Thiago, we cannot depend on him. He cannot give us 25, 26 games a season. You understand? Elliot, club realized that earlier on when he play against Inter Milan, he realized he's not up to speed as yet. Because I think Elliot is that player where we're looking forward to get a little bit of creativity. The player that we link with, we almost signed on deadline day, January, the Fulham midfielder. I hope he can come be a difference. But we need a top midfield. I don't think we have Firmino, we have Mane, we have DS. Oh my God, what a player, bro! I watching this Tottenham team and I'm so glad Diaz didn't go to Tottenham. I'm glad he come to Liverpool because this guy, he's going to be the next Salah. Trust me, he's going to be the next Salah. It's just a matter of time to get accustomed to the English Premier League and get up to speed.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You make your opinions and you gave some context behind them, and that's what it's about. And obviously, always a pleasure speaking to you, Ryan, of course. But listen, tell the people where they can come and check up on your amazing channel as well, man.
Where you guys can follow me. My name Ryan LFC on YouTube, Ryan LFC on Twitter. Ryan LFC 13 and Ryan LFC 13, yeah, and Instagram LFC Domination. Grizz, it's a pleasure to be on your platform. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I admire you, especially when you host the show, betting. Many times after a replay about that 30-second that capture. No, seriously, bro. You and Callum, you guys have the best intro. When it come on to the first 30 seconds or 40 seconds to grab your attention, brother, I have to replay back a Man United Liverpool game last season where the introduction, you just want to continue watch for over 2. Yeah.
I'm going to blush, man. Stop this, man. I'm going to blush. You're a legend, man. Listen, yeah. Much love and respect to you, bro.
Okay.
People go and check out.
My boy in the back room, Jersey boy, Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance to come on.
Tell him to come through, man. No problem, man. We're here, man. We're here. Tell him to come through. I'm gonna get him on. Ryan, you're a legend, man. Look after yourself. Much love, bro.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you.
All right.
Of course, all this camera. Everyone think I'm wearing eyelashes and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, your
What's going on
camera's
here?
nasty, man. I'm gonna let in the next two callers at the same time because we're running a bit short, people. We're running a bit short of time. Abby, how are you for time?
Yeah. It's what 4:20. I've got to do I've got to do the shopping as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, feel free to. I can replace you. Can you sort with Fahim anytime? You get Fahim anytime.
He's waiting for my phone call. That's what he's waiting.
I don't know what's wrong with your camera. This is going to be like today. The production levels are real low. I don't know. It's not that. It's not the light. There's something wrong with your camera. You obviously tried to do a filter to make you look good.
No, man, you can't do filters on this such thing. And don't be ridiculous.
You've done something.
Hold on.
Yeah, you look fake. This is what people are saying. Yeah, just hop off a little while. Or something. Do you know what I mean? But listen, we're gonna let on the next caller. We're gonna let on the next two callers. In fact, Benedict, welcome to the stream, my brother. Tell us where you're calling from, my friend.
What's up, Grizz? I'm from the U.S. Well, I'm from Nigeria, Poland too, but I'm living in the U.S. right now, and I've been an LFC fan. Sorry, 6-7 years ago.
Love it. Which part of US you from, man? Because you know my boy Blue Chip is out in the USA as well.
Maryland.
Okay. So how far is that from the East Coast? Yeah, it's quite a bit far. Quite far.
Yeah, East Coast.
Okay, I'm the West Coast. So East Coast and West Coast. Great collaboration.
Yeah.
Welcome, Benedict. Welcome.
But I'm trying to go to Anfield a few years from now when be able to finish with school, go down there. Possibly with my dad. So yeah.
Keep hope alive, bro. Dreams, this is it. You work hard, you study hard, and these kind of dreams always come true. So stick in there. As you said, you're studying right now. The first focus always should be on your study, my brother. Always focus on your study, and the rest will take care of itself, man. So tell me, man, what do you want to talk about, man? Talk to us. The floor is yours.
Well, my opinion on the whole thing going on with Salah. Personally, I think I have to agree with FSG if they're giving him a certain amount and saying you're going on a certain number of years. He's going to be 30 soon in June. So whatever contract he gives him, whatever contract FSG gives him, they have to say, oh, he's going on 30 years. We don't know if he could keep on going. At the moment, yes, he's worth the money, but what if we end up with an Aubameyang situation, like what happened at Arsenal, where they gave him a contract. At the moment, he was playing good. Later on down the years, boom, he's not playing to the same level. So I agree with FSG on that in terms of thinking about it with my brain. In terms of heart-wise, man, it's a shame, but I don't think Saka is the right replacement. I don't think he's that Klopp type of winger. He's the traditional, but he's not the top. He's not the Klopp type of winger. The winger I think is the ideal replacement for Salah would be Rafinha because he operates the same way Diaz does. He plays in the Premier League. He has the experience. He's going down soon, meaning it'll be easy to get him because Leeds will be looking for money. So we swoop in now because pretty sure Leeds will be going down. They'll be a part of that relegation battle. They'll be going down. So you swoop in now, you get him, decide whether you want to keep Salah or not, and then plans on for the rest.
Abby, what do you think?
I think I get what you mean, Benedict, about Arsenal giving Aubameyang Ozil a new contract, but I think it's got to do with mentality too. Salah wants to continue winning things. He's got that elite high level mentality. Where Aubameyang, he got the new contract when he was 30. He got the captaincy. I think his lifestyle as well is a little bit different to Salah. I think Salah's more sort of like a family guy, all about his lifestyle, his diet, looking after his body. You see him; he's a teetotal. He doesn't drink alcohol. He looks after himself really well. Aubameyang, you see, you just got to look at his car. He's got those starry-eyed Cristal Lamborghinis driving around. His lifestyle isn't that of Salah. I think Salah I think Salah's still got 3 years minimum at top level where he will score goals, an abundance of goals. I don't think there's any worry about Salah, as a replacement for him. Saka, look, I do like Saka. He's a huge talent, but the amount of pressure. Imagine him coming to Liverpool. The amount of pressure. First of all, I think we just mentioned to Ryan, he would cost hell a lot of money. We're looking at probably 80, 90 million plus for Saka because Arsenal, he's tied down for 3-4 years. They'll want top dollar for him. And then you're looking at, can he replace the goals that Salah has? I'm not too sure he can, but doesn't mean that we've got to look at certain players who can come in and score 25 plus. It might be that, obviously Diaz will score more next season when he's at a full preseason with Liverpool. He'll get 15 to 20. Jota will get you 15 to 20. It's very difficult to pinpoint who out there right now would be a kind of not direct replacement, but a replacement, for the next 2-3 years for Salah. I'm hoping that he still signs a new contract, Benedict. I've just said that to Ryan too. I just hope that there's some kind of, intervention from someone come at the end of the summer, and they just come back to the negotiation table and both parties agree to thrash out a deal.
Yeah, me too. I hope he signs the contract, but at the same time, I'm looking at it like down the years, because yes, he doesn't have the same mentality as Aubameyang, but at the same time, you can't stop him aging. And so if you can't stop him aging, you have to say, do we want to get him off for the money right now and then start replacing the parts of the squad that we need to replace? Because midfield is also aging as well and also very injury prone. So he would cover the cost for midfield as well and be like the second coming of Coutinho cash.
Yeah. Good point. There is an element of that. Doesn't matter how much we think Mohamed Salah is an absolute genius and he's been an absolute hero for Liverpool, an absolute legend, an absolute icon. Our history and our very recent history tells us that the first and foremost person that we rely on and believe in is Klopp. And if anyone can rebuild this team, if we always reiterate, if Mohamed Salah was to move on, we have the best people in charge to go again. And that's the most important thing we have to remember. The most important person at Liverpool isn't Mohamed Salah. He's the best player without a shadow of a doubt, but he's not the most important person. And that's what we have to remember when people speak about sort of, if it came down to it. We don't want to come down to it. We want Mohamed Salah to stay. There's no doubt about it. But if we are saying if it came down to it, then for me, I don't know if Avi agrees, but there's no doubt Mr. Klopp is the number one end all and be all for me.
No, of course, Chris. I'm still hoping somehow that Klopp does extend his contract. And I think either way, Klopp is relaxed, and he's seen big players come and go. Mario Götze at Dortmund, Lewandowski, Philip Coutinho, and he'll be advising these players. You can't not imagine that Klopp will be saying to Salah, look, stay, this is your club. This is where your legacy is already set in stone. Go and fulfill it even more. Let's collect a few more premierships, the European Cups, let's win major honors. You can do that here. He goes to a PSG, PSG don't have any kind of structure. He's going to be going there. Look at Messi, look at Mbappe, look at Neymar. They're players that they just put them in a little jigsaw, but the pieces don't fit. He can go to Real Madrid. He can go to maybe Barcelona, but maybe Barcelona could be a good fit. Xavi's come in. They're trying to rebuild that whole sort of the Messiah Academy, transitioning to the first team again, having that same influence that Pep Guardiola did. Maybe Barcelona, Real Madrid, would they come in for Salah if they want Mbappe? I'm not too sure. And then you've got to realize. Then you've got to think about who's going to pay 500k a week apart from PSG. Is PSG the right move for him? Yeah, he will collect some French league titles, which in a non-generic league I call it because it is only a one-team league. Is he going to get satisfaction out of that? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and another thing is I've heard that Salah, he wants to stay in Premier League. So there's only two teams that can probably afford him. Even if Chelsea's going through what they're going through right now, I've been hearing Saudi Arabians are going to become the owners. So there's only two teams that he could possibly go to and say, I can make a return to Chelsea or City if it was to leave and stay in Premier League. So the question would be, are we risking it because it's Salah? Or are we selling him also because it's Salah?
Chris, you want to take that or shall I take that?
Go for it.
First, Benedict, I don't think he will go to another Premiership club. I think that's just maybe a little whisper from his agent just to play some political ploy game. I don't think he'll go to another Premiership team. In terms of what we do is, I can't see the way we operate, the way our business is structured, and the owners at FSG are. We won't let Salah run down his contract. So if a suitable offer, worst case scenario, I'm just trying to be hypothetical here, but if a offer came of 100 million, damn sure we'll accept the 100 million for him from whoever that may be around the world, around Europe. My guess would be PSG, and they could probably pay him the money that they want. We would not let him run down his contract at Liverpool Football Club. I don't think we would operate that way. I think this 100 million, our owners would take it and they would reinvest that. That's nearly £250 million forwards that you could buy. And, there are out there.
Benedict, listen, you've been a pleasure to talk to, man. You've been a top caller, man. Hope you enjoyed your little chat with Mr. Blue Chipping as well. And as we said, man, focus on your studies. And whenever you feel that you want to come round to the UK, hit me up, message me up on Insta or wherever you follow me. And then I'll try to sort some tickets out for you still, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Benedict. Have a good one, mate. Look after yourself. Enjoy the night.
Take care. Guys, we're coming up to over 1.5 hours. I'm going to let on a last few. There's about 5-6 of yous in the studio still. Guys, I'm not going to have time. I'm sorry to break the sad news. I'm only going to have time for 3 others. And the next 3 are M. Tarmizi. I'm going to add you at the same time with Jersey Boy. Welcome to the stream, guys. Mr. Tarmizi, how are you?
Thank you.
That's where you're calling from, bro.
Thank you so much. I'm from Brunei, which is in Southeast Asia.
Nice.
So
amazing,
here
man.
is at 8:30 a.m.
Amazing.
So I just woke up and then I saw your channel on YouTube on the front tab where there's a call in, and then I'm not gonna miss this week because I think 2 days ago there was a Kopish, because I knew you from Callum's channel.
Okay.
And at Kopish their call-in is at 3:32 a.m. So I couldn't stay up that late. So I think this is the best time. And here is on Sunday. Yeah.
You're most welcome, brother. You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want to talk about. In fact, before you go, welcome to Jersey Boy as well. Welcome to my stream, Jersey Boy. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Not too bad. Tell us where you're calling from as well.
Calling from Brighton.
Oh, Brighton. Amazing. I was up in your town today. So, yeah, that was excellent. But you're a Liverpool fan, right?
Yes. And I work with Ryan. So,
Of course. Excellent. Welcome to the stream, guys. Go for it, Tarmizi. What would you like to speak about first, my friend?
Okay. I don't want to talk about Salah and all the contract issues because everyone has been talking about it. I just want to lean on about Taki instead. In my opinion, when he was first bought, I think Jurgen has this I don't know, some sort of plan that he wants to turn Taki to how he played Kagawa in Borussia Dortmund. That's just my opinion. Yeah, because if you see him and Shinji Kagawa, they're like the attacking midfield position, just floating around, that hybrid 9-10, false 9, whatever people can call it. And he just, goes past to the box and then just try to shoot or try to lay off pass to another attacker. That's how I see it. And that's my first question, because I know you guys have been on the stream for quite some time. And then the second question is, which nation are you excited in the upcoming World Cup? Because I just bought my ticket for this December, so I'll be heading to Doha for the round of 16, and apparently the game that I'm watching is gonna be the final of the game, which is at Lusail Stadium. So
amazing.
For me, I'm looking forward the three nations. One, probably either Senegal or Egypt, because the two African kings is there. Second is Qatar, of course, because I think they're the Asian representative. And
we just lost your last sentence.
He said Canada.
Oh, sorry, Canada. Yeah, Canada. They're not qualified yet, but I think they're on the verge.
They've had a great campaign.
Most probable, yeah.
Well, there's only one person.
So
for the
that's my two.
There's only one person for the Taki chat, and so it's going to have to be Avi. Avi, talk to me about
Unfortunately. Tamizi, look, I echo your words. I love Takumi Minamino. Ever since we saw him more when we played him for Salzburg against Liverpool. He was brilliant at Anfield in the 4-3. Played really well.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. You hit the nail on the head. I think there's a role for him to play that Kagawa role that under Klopp, the way he played for Klopp at Dortmund. Kagawa. Unfortunately, I'm not sure he trusts him in the Premiership. I think it could be maybe a stature issue or just the way he's a small frame. But I think as a attacking midfielder, he could, or even as a 10, I think he could. And he's shown, look, in the cup games, okay, he scored against lesser opposition, but he played well against Leicester. Leicester, I know they're not a lesser opposition. They're a good team. He played, I thought when he came on against Arsenal at the Emirates, he played well. He's scoring goals. He's doing things that are that are asked of him. He's assisting and scoring goals. He was our leading goal scorer in the League Cup, and I think that's shown as well. I think the players knew that as well. Van Dijk, Henderson at Wembley Stadium, when they wanted him to go with the cup and go and celebrate with the fans, because he played a major part. And even in the FA Cup, he's scoring goals. Scored against Cardiff, scored against Norwich. I think there is a role for him to play at this football club in a midfield three, but I'm not sure if Klopp will ever try it. He tries him out on the right of a front three or central of a front three or on the left-hand side of a front three. I don't know why we can't let him play in a midfield three, or maybe just, try different formations. And I'm not saying have different formations just for Taki Minamino. It's just throughout games, we've seen that Klopp likes to change. We went a 4-4-2 in the league against Norwich. So we know that he can change formations. Whether Taki is here, come next season, I'm not sure. He might want more regular playing time. But if he's happy playing the making an odd league appearance, but getting his fair share of cup games, League Cup and FA Cup games, he may well stay. And his goal scoring record is, 9-22 for a backup player. It's a really good goal scoring record. So he's a player that I would love if he was to stay. I have no qualms of him staying. I believe he still has quality to succeed here, and he's shown. The proof is in the pudding. He's shown us that he is scoring goals and he can be depended on. He is dependable when he's called upon.
Jersey Boy, can we get your opinion on that as well? Tom, as he makes the point about Taki, have you got any opinion on him?
Again, Taki has been a crucial part of us winning the Carabao Cup. I think there's a bit of a problem that we can't seem to figure out where he plays. Even less than 10, left wing, right wing, false nine, wherever it is. We can't seem to find out. But whenever we do play him in the Carabao Cup, he seems to turn into like a really good player. And, we couldn't have won that cup without him. And I think Minamino is a brilliant player. He probably hasn't been the player we kind of expected him to be after we come from Salzburg. But, for me, all that matters is when Minamino has been asked to come up, play and do something like in the Cups, he's done what he's been asked to do. And to me, that's all that matters. So I think Minamino has got a real big part in this team. I don't believe in this quadruple stuff because I think if City can't do it, we can't. But if we were to do it, we need those kind of players who are big in this kind of competitions to get you through the next stages.
Absolutely. Tarmizi, anything else that you want to speak about or bring up?
No, I think those are the questions that as of now.
Just the three, the three teams
Yeah.
to look out for in just my opinion, Tamizi. Obviously USA because I live out here, so I've got to give them a bit of support.
Okay.
Spain, I'm looking
All right.
forward to. I think Enrique is gelling them well. He's gelling them well
Yep.
After a good sort of Euro
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, good Euro.
And third team, you know what? I'm going to go with Canada. I think Canada, they've got a really good continuity cohesively. They play better than the US collectively. So I'm looking forward to the Canadian team as well. And there's some great talent. Alfonso Davis, Jonathan David. You know, there's some good players coming from Canada.
Right.
Excellent. Tarmizi, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, man.
Thank you guys.
Keep in touch, man. I'm going to try to come out to the World Cup as well. So it'll be brilliant to hopefully.
Can you get me a ticket as well, please? Can you get me a ticket as well?
I'll get you a ticket.
I'll try.
Okay, so me and Avi will be trying. I'll get him a ticket. We'll be coming out to the World Cup, so maybe we can hook up and maybe we can, go for some food or something. So keep in touch, my man. Definitely. I don't know if you follow me on any social media platforms.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Message me.
Yeah.
On
I'll
some
hit
of the
you up a
platforms.
text. Yeah.
Look after yourself. Take care, my friend. All the best. Nice speaking to you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Big up.
Nice one. Jersey boy, man. How are you doing? What would you like to speak about, my man?
Just quick one because I know you've got to get on. I was just quickly going to talk about, and it's quite early, but about the summer, about what kind of players you think will be good to bring in. Obviously, as we've talked about, you guys talk about Salah. Again, it's a bit of a tricky situation because if you were to sell him this summer, where's he going to go? Bayern can't afford him. Barca can't afford him. Real Madrid are going to have Mbappe. City is not going to go Premier League. Only PSG, and I don't think he wants to go to PSG after how dismantled PSG are. I've heard that Mbappe is leaving. The two directors are leaving. Pochettino is leaving. The club's in shambles, PSG. So I don't think you want to go there. So I've had a feeling since since last year that he will sign by April. But I wanted to just ask you, Grizz and Blue Chip, of course, of who you think would be great to bring in this summer.
So when you say, do you mean player wise or are you saying
player wise?
Player wise. So what to hit us with a position? What would you first of all? I want to reverse that question back to you, kind of, and say, give me the position, and then I'll give you a suggestion that I think would suit that position. So what do you think we need urgently in the summer? Positionally?
Backup right back, midfield, and possibly one more forward. But I think one more forward depends completely. It depends completely on. Yeah, exactly.
Fahim, I was going to call you Fahim. I'm so sorry.
You can if you want. I don't mind. No. You don't need to apologize to me. It's totally fine.
He stole the show today, and he's on my mind. In fact, I feel like calling him back. But so Jersey boy asks, backup, fullback, midfielder, and an attacker. Who would be your three that you'd like to see? Now, this isn't an ITK competition. So don't start blushing.
No. Okay, I would like to say, look, it's no secret. I love Jude Bellingham. So Jersey boy, I'd love Jude Bellingham if that was feasible for FSG, for Julian Ward to negotiate a deal to Michael Zorc in Dortmund. Jude Bellingham for me. I know he's a big fan, Grizz, of Tushimani. But if we're gonna go out and spend some big dough, which I imagine we would be, finances are strong, then Bellingham for me. Jed Spence, he seems to be getting a lot of traction as a right back for Nottingham Forest. I want to see more of him. I've seen him just a couple of times, but he's a player that there's loads of rave reviews on him. He's a player that I would look closely to as a right back cover. Fabio Carvalho, I believe that looks as if that will be done. And as a forward, again, no secret, I'm a big fan of Amin Guri of Nice. I think he's a player on that cusp of going to that next level. And I think if we can snatch him for 40-45 million, then we've got another big boy talent coming to our club.
Yeah, not bad names there, Jersey boy? I bet you're impressed with some of those names.
And they're all feasible. They are all feasible too.
Yes.
For me, I would, as a backup right back, that's the hardest position, isn't it, to think of who could be a backup right back. I genuinely don't think Nico Williams is a bad backup fullback, lads. I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. I genuinely think
he'll leave on a permanent though, Grizz, right?
Yeah, you assume so. But I wouldn't mind keeping him. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for that 10 million, I can't think of a better backup fullback at the top of my head. Now, I haven't seen enough of this Jed Spence. I know he's getting all the traction, but I'm not going to sit here and say I've seen enough of him to make a decision. Yes, I've seen him in the odd FA Cup time. The other lad that's highly thought of, what's his name, guys? Help me out here. There's another one, isn't there? It's been talked up. I can't remember now. It's gone. I can't remember now. It's gone. But for example, Max Aaron's been spoken about. You know, again, is Max Aaron's the answer to the backup position? So I'm gonna say Nico Williams, Jersey boy, as a backup right back, as a cop out. Maybe that's a cheap and easy answer for you. I'm sorry, but I can't think of anyone on the top of my head. In the midfield area, Avi said it. I know everyone loves Bellingham, and I love Bellingham too. Don't get me wrong. Bellingham is a wonderful talent, wonderful player, Liverpool fan by all accounts. The Steven Gerrard, fanboy by all accounts. But for me, if Bissouma wasn't able to be pursued because of his off-field activities, whatever, then for me it would be Chouameni from Monaco. I think he's the next best thing. I already think he's the best thing. Looks like I've modded a spammer, but we'll work it out. I'll ask Conroy if it's the right Conroy. But yeah, Chouameni, and then for the forward, if God forbid Mohamed Salah was to leave, I'm still praying that Mohamed Salah will stay. I would go for Nkunku of Leipzig. I think he'd be the complete forward. For us, he could play in a multitude of positions equally. I think that would be my three, Jersey boy. I don't know if you want to give your thoughts on that.
I agree. Nico's been doing very well. I saw that goal we scored for Fulham, absolutely ridiculous. Probably goal of the championship so far. He's been really, really good. But again, for me, it's Spence and Aaron's. I think Aaron's, especially not to go down, we could get for cheap. But again, that might not be the option. Spence might be the option, kind of like how Tsimikas was. Kind of a fullback that just comes out of absolutely nowhere. No one has a clue about him, and he turns out to be amazing. Bellingham, I really like Bellingham. There's a player I really like, but I think he's going to be too expensive. Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen. The guy looks unreal as a 10, but I think he's going to be 90 million. Probably the same amount as Bellingham, but I think Bellingham's more complete than Wirtz. I think Wirtz is more of an attacker. And then obviously up front, I think Carvalho is probably going to be the option, just because I am very, very, very confident that Salah will sign, but it will be like late May.
Fair enough. Is there anything else that you want to speak about, Jersey boy?
That's it. Just so I don't want to waste you guys' time, because you've been going for nearly 2 hours now.
No, mate, you haven't wasted. You've been brilliant. I'm so sorry we've had to slightly rush you. As you know,
no worries. 2 hours is a long time.
More than welcome anytime, my friend. Lovely chatting to you, and feel free to come in and call in on the next show whenever you feel like, my friend. Take care of yourself. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Just want a quick super chat mention to Diogo, Jose, Teixeira, De Silva. Best name in the chat always. Says big up to Grizz and Avi for reaching out to the fans. Big up Avi for this one, man. This is his idea, man.
It's my cheeseburger paid for tonight. That's all right. McDonald's cheeseburger.
All right, mate. Listen, we don't need to know your diet, yeah?
Surprised not seeing selection today. Selection's usually on it. Make sure he turns up tomorrow on the red.
We've got one last caller to come on, unless we get look, people want to encore with Fahim. Well,
it'll be coming.
Yeah, we may get Fahim back in the chat, but I believe we got Tic Tacs in the stream. Let's
Banda.
Mr.
Who's this character, man? Who is this?
Oh yeah, you can't have that. You can't have.
Who was that?
You can't have
Absolute
live
joker.
TV in the stream. Tic Tacs, come back, and you gotta have nothing on the background because that will cancel my
What
stream.
a complete pleb coming on the show. Who was
Try
that?
coming in again with the stream. Please don't have anything
Us.
on in the background. Please don't have anything on the background.
No, maybe that was a troll, Grizz. Who knows who that was? But like,
No,
look,
no,
we're
that
coming
was
up with one name. Was that you? Huh?
Yeah, that was him. But
A
obviously,
troll.
can you see his face?
Yeah,
How can
but
it be
he
a
obviously
troll?
was trying to play music or something. So get him out.
No, he wasn't. That was him. He was just he doesn't know, innit? So I'm gonna add him back in the stream.
Okay, well.
Please have nothing on in the background, Chimp. Please. How are you
Hello,
doing?
yeah, sorry guys, man. Sorry.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome,
Easy now.
most welcome.
Listen, Abby, you were shining earlier.
That's not my
Abby,
name.
you were
That's not my name. Oi, call my name properly. Say my name properly. Don't say Abby. Say my name properly.
Bruce?
Bruce. That's it, Bruce.
Okay, Bruce, you were shining earlier on. I know electric and gas has gone up in the UK, but what's happened to your torch, your lamp? Why have you taken it off?
It's on.
Put it back on, please. Basically, what he's trying to say.
Put it back on. Hey, put my torch on, man.
Listen, people in the chat, people watching the stream are going to say this is an interesting introduction, but people need to know that Tic Tacs and Blue Chip are friends.
We're acquainted.
Put the light on.
Let's put it that way.
So they're good mates. So people probably wondering. This is an interesting introduction.
Chimp, you know what? You are the master of. Look, your name is Tic Tacs Tactics. You've got great knowledge on the game. Give me your man of the match today. Who was your man of the match today?
Honestly, I didn't watch the game.
Oh no,
Great, that's great.
No. For me, it was Salah, man. Salah.
You thought he was man of the match?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's always man of the match.
I thought it was Naby.
Okay, listen. Today, someone sent a message, yeah, and he said, "What was it? What were we talking about earlier on?" I got a really bad memory, guys. Sorry.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
No. Oh, listen, guys. Oh, listen.
Get him out, please.
No. You're
showing me up.
What did Mane say today?
Was that
what
about
did Mane say?
You're talking about the Mbappe?
That's right. Yeah.
What did he say? That he would love to play for him or something in the L'Equipe in the French?
He'd love for him to come to Liverpool and play with him.
Yeah, but every player would say that.
Partner with him, yeah.
Every player would say that, Chimp. Every player would love to say, "Yeah, I'd love Mbappe to come to Liverpool." Come on.
Where's Salah play?
Well, who's whispering in your ear?
That's from.
You can speak for yourself. You can speak for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Irfan's right. Where is Salah going to play if he comes?
Chris, do you want to answer this? Where would Salah play if Mbappe came to Liverpool?
He's asking you. This is your friend.
Well,
answer the question.
Mbappe would come in. I think it's silly. I don't think Mbappe is going to come. But if Mbappe ever was to come, he would play as a 9, wouldn't he? He would come off as a 9 because he ain't going to go on the left because Diaz is there. And then
I think what Tic Tacs is referring to is this comment.
For 2 years you've been calling me Tic Tacs. It's tactics, not Tic Tacs.
Oh, I prefer Tic Tacs in it. I love this. I love the flavor of Tic Tacs in it. You know what I mean?
Mane reference. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair. To just to reconfirm, Mane reference. Sure, it would be an exceptional partnership. He just has to come to Liverpool. I'm sure he would like it. Quoting the L'Equipe French tabloid. Of course, man. Every player would say we would love Mbappe. There's noises coming out of Real Madrid. Players from there, Vinicius, who's been saying, Kylian Mbappe would fit us nicely. And Benzema wants to play with Mbappe at club level than international level too. So, I think Mbappe is a pipe dream. Tactics. It's a pipe dream.
People in the chat have asked for the star of tonight's show to be brought back into the show. So without any further ado, the people have spoken and I have delivered.
I'll just give a few more likes. Yeah, Kasturi, Kadira, yeah, Asim, yeah. Who else? If I've missed anyone else, Baby H. Love. Chimp, Wagwan, baby. Wagwan.
Yeah, guys,
all right, enough of this private.
I've had to mute you. You can't have anything on in the background. Tic Tacs. I've muted you. Please make sure there's nothing in the on in the
Prime, you come
background.
back with a shave, haven't you? You've had a quick clean up as well. Your face looks
Yeah,
fresher.
it's the same, man. What's wrong with you, man? I haven't moved. I've been hooked. I've been hooked on this TV channel, man.
I'm
Grizz, get him out. Grizz, get him out. I think we've got a legit. No, we've got a legit guest. We've got a legit guest.
We've got Jeff Guest in the
yeah,
and
he's my friend. He's my mate.
I'm running a YouTube channel here, guys. This is not
I come on for my chimp, man. That's my chimp.
Yeah, don't worry. You stay there on the left-hand side. Get Kwasi Bolden because he's my mate.
Okay, no problem. We got our last guest of the show. People, the rest of you guys in the studio, I'm afraid I've run out of time today. We're going to the last person that's going to be coming on now is Kwasi Bold. My friend, most welcome.
Thank you so much, guys. Chris, I've been a fan and I torment you once in a while on Twitter.
Loud, man.
Hey, I'm in Napa Valley, man. You need to come out.
Oh, we're gonna definitely hook up. We're definitely gonna go.
We need to come out. We need to hit some of these videos.
Message me later, and we'll get together for Liverpool game. 100%.
Thank you so much. 100%. Especially that City game. I want to come see with you.
100%. 100%. We're gonna watch it together.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
Napa Valley. My boy, Napa Valley, man. San Francisco, Napa Valley.
Amazing.
West Coast. That's how we do it. Yeah, my man.
Amazing.
Hey, Grace, I know you don't do alcohol, but there's a lot of things you could see out here. It's beautiful.
Oh, he's coming.
Listen, Blue Chips, Avi's telling me to come. I'm going to make some time. Maybe this summer. In fact, there's a very good chance this summer.
Okay.
So we will definitely catch up, man. But talk to me, man. What would you like to speak? Of course, we've got the star of tonight's show, Mr. Fahim Shah, still in the building.
Nasruddin Shah.
Yeah, he's made his debut today. Kwasi Bold, you're making your debut today.
Yes.
Let's talk, man. The last topic of the day. What would you like to speak about?
Wagwan.
I think, you guys have discussed most of the stuff, but the Salah thing, I think today we saw Klopp getting a little bit frustrated. I would say over the weekend, we saw Klopp a little bit frustrated with the whole Salah thing. Usually, Klopp is on the side of the players. We saw that with Hendo, VVD, and most of the guys that got a new contract over the summer. This one, when the question was asked, usually he would say, I'm relaxed, blah, 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 and then he keeps on moving. This one, he did not. He said, basically, he's on the side of the club. And if Klopp is saying that, we know how Klopp is. He doesn't like people messing up with his feng shui, with, messing up the whole training room stuff, But and the way he yelled at him today, pass the ball, he usually don't go at Salah like that, So I don't think Salah should leave. I don't want him to leave. He's my African brother, but like a lot of the fans have said, usually these are FSG out people, and they all saying I'm on the side of the club. That means a lot of people are getting frustrated, and it could derail our our quadruples. And that's my concern, But the game today, Klopp at the same time was not playing. He wanted this game so bad. Like Salah didn't pass the ball. Diaz didn't pass the ball, and look what he did to them. He said the same thing: pass the ball.
Mr. Shah, Kwasi's made some interesting points there. First of all, I want you to address the Salah situation he brings up, and how the public perception seems to be with the club on this one. Do you hear what he's saying?
I hear everything. I hear everything. Kwasi, Evala. You know what it is, Kwasi. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I think this is the pressure that Klopp is under at the moment.
That's true.
And it's gonna snowball. Yeah, we're passing the Salah thing. Yeah, it's harsh, bro. Because when you look about it, when you really, really analyze it, it was a split second. Maybe he could have passed the ball. Otherwise, there was no chance in hell that he was going to cut the ball to the right and he was going to feed the guy. It just was not on. So I think Klopp was being harsh on him. Yeah, I think Mohamed Salah responded likewise. That what pass, buddy? What are you talking about? Are you okay? Yeah, I think this is normal. The manager on this touch lines is going to be freaking out.
Is that can I stop you there? Is that normal? Did you just say that's normal for a player to turn around to his manager and say
no. But when the manager
respectfully, are you saying respectfully?
No, I thought Salah. I didn't think Salah. He looked at.
I just Salah just went, yo, dude, what ball, what pass? There was no pass there, and that was absolutely, that wasn't disrespectful, but Klopp was like putting it on him. Yeah, you know, it was clear as day that yo, pass the ball, you know how Klopp starts jumping around and whatnot. Yeah, Klopp is an animated guy, and we love that in him. Yeah, and you know, this is going to be it now. Klopp is going to be putting it on all of them. Yeah, and we need that. I want Klopp to do that. You know, I want him to do that. I want him to do that to Mane when Mane messes up the side passes and hold up play. I wanted to do it to Mohamed Salah, but I didn't think it was legit. Yeah, because those two moments that he was, you know, Salah could have, people say he could have cut back across. It wasn't on, man. It wasn't on. Yeah, the people were on him. Yeah, you know, it was unlucky for Mohamed Salah. I think the goal will come in open play for him. Yeah, it's just a matter of keep getting in there, and it'll be all good. Yeah, but I didn't really enjoy it, you know, to be honest. Yeah, that he put Mohamed Salah on that point, on that, you know, it's like he put the spotlight on him.
Just to interrupt on that, he did it with Luis Diaz as well, second half. When Luis Diaz was clear through, when Thiago plays that cross field, behind him.
Yeah, but Luis Diaz, that chance.
No, but he looked at Luis Diaz as well, and Luis Diaz could have slotted in Jota for that.
But that chance was a clearer passing opportunity. Mohamed Salah's, it wasn't, bro.
No, it was difficult. That was difficult.
It was damn ass difficult, man. And you know, I think it was not to say it's unreasonable. That's the manager's job. Yeah, the manager is going to be looking on the touch lines. Yeah, he's not looking at it from the camera, zoomed in and whatnot. Yeah, so for him, he's going to think that there's a cut back there, there's a cut back there. Diaz should have done more to encourage Salah to pass. He should have made his run a little bit more intelligent. Yeah, it took a minute for Diaz to realize that I need to move to my left. Or I need to find some sort of space, because he didn't really give Salah that option. So. But it's good. It's good because it shows that Klopp is now, you know, he said it from a while back that I'm going to be ruthless. Yeah, and I'm going to start saying that if you guys aren't pulling your weight, if you're not performing, you don't get in the team. Yeah, so I see it like that. It's going to come into it. We're in the end game now, you know. It's like the Avengers end game. This is the end game, boy. Yeah, there's only one way to win it in a million different scenarios. Yeah, to win every game. Yeah, we have to win.
I just want to address one comment. Alan, I haven't deleted anyone's comment, so it may be a mod who's deleted it. And
you made the wrong Conroy mod. Some troll, man. You made a wrong Conroy mod.
It happens. It happens. We'll get over it. Quasi, what was your other point? Remind us.
I mean, I did talk about the Salah contract, but I understand what Brother Fahim is saying, but he usually don't talk to Salah like that. And that's why I said it's two things. He's not playing. He wants to win this thing bad. He sees the light at the tunnel, right?
And I think Quasi makes a very good point that neither of you touched upon and didn't listen. Because it's not about Klopp being animated. Klopp's always animated. But there's a couple of people he doesn't show visual animation with. And frustration, stroke, pressure. I know you mentioned pressure for him. Yeah. But this is what the media, this is what fans, this is what people are going to pick up on, especially with the situation of the current contract scenario.
Exactly.
So I think that's the point Quasi was making.
Yeah.
And
it all boiled down
Let him finish.
Yeah. I was saying it all boiled down into the same weekend. Maybe it could have been a one-off thing. But I think Klopp is not playing with anybody because the fact that all the spine of the team has signed a contract, right? And they all were giving raises. The Salah one, the agent is making Klopp frustrated. And I believe that if Salah, you know, everybody say he loves the club. Listen, people, everybody loves the club while they are in. When they don't get what they want, they move on. Agreed. Right? Salah could actually say, you know what? You can't give me the salary, but okay, give me more image rights or give me something else so it compensates to it. Right? This thing is not just money. It is about my money, but it's not all about salary. Because literally, players like Salah, you can't pay them enough. So there's different ways of, you could even give him team ownership in the new NHL team that he just bought. There's so many things. Like today, for those who watched the Man U match versus Tottenham, you saw Brady was there. He's not just there to sign autographs or say hi to Ronaldo. This is a business move that he's doing. So if Salah wants to stay with Liverpool, there's other avenues. These FSG guys, they are conglomerate. They got so many businesses where Salah could tap in. Especially Salah himself is a whole different economy. So I think this one, we should not be barging on Salah because he deserves whatever he feels he needs. The thing that I'm concerned about is I see that we could do this for this thing. And the fact that the reporter brought that question up.
It's a fair question.
The agent right away, like a few minutes later, put it on, put that emoji on Twitter. I don't like that. I'm a skeptic, so I probably think the agent probably told the reporter, ask that question because
100%.
this has been driving up for a long time. Why now?
100%, guys.
You could have asked it even at the Carabao Cup.
Guys, what do you think?
Can I just say, this contract talk when
you don't have to put your hand up. You don't have to put your hand up. You can just like a school
Sorry.
kid.
Thanks, Avi. Yeah, I'm disciplined, innit, buddy? I'm disciplined. But when it comes into these high-profile players and high-profile contracts, it can get very dirty. It kind of reminds me back to Raheem Sterling and his agent and the shenanigans, and then Coutinho. Suarez was working in the background. And if you go back to previously to when Alonso and what was that left back that we used to have, man. It started with the left back with Rafa the Jaffa. Do you remember when
Aurelio?
Yeah, Aurelio. No, not Aurelio, the Italian man. The Spanish, the Spanish guy.
Enrique?
The left back.
Enrique? Luis
No,
Enrique? Jose Enrique?
No, before him. It was before him. The left back, and he went to Real Madrid, and Alonso followed him.
Alvaro Arbeloa.
Yeah.
But he was the right back.
But this one, his agent is obviously trying to do the best for Mohamed Salah. I accept that. Yeah, but I don't like him. If I saw him, I'd give him a slap. Yeah, a backhand slap. Yeah, and I'll tell him to move along. Yeah, I
felt one of those as well, and they hurt. I felt one of those slaps.
I think he's trying to. It's kind of reminding me of that Mino Raiola kind of thing. He's trying to take a leaf out of a page out of that book. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I think the Klopp's position and the club's position is clear. It's up.
Looks like
the Mohamed Salah now. He'll be 80, 85. Yeah, and that will be the deal. If he won't sign it, then we will sell him.
Avi, while we hope for him, his internet comes back. Is he back?
No, he's not. Let him just mute him for a minute. No, I agree. Look, if he doesn't sign the contract this summer, we'll look for an offer. And there will there's plenty of suitors out there that will pay us 90 to 100 million for Salah. Our club will not let him run down his contract. They won't. With Genie, it was different. I don't think they'll do it with Salah. If the money is right and we know that he's definitely not going to sign, then 100 million it is or 90 million it is, we will. And we can buy two good forwards that Klopp would love to work with, evolve them, develop them into, world-class talents. He's done it before. Salah came to our club. He wasn't world-class. He had 2 good seasons at Roma, came to our club, and we developed him, and Klopp worked his magic, made him world-class. Mane, when he came from Southampton, there was signs of inconsistency, but the talent was there. Klopp got that consistency in him. 3, 4 years, 5 years, became world class. Bobby Firmino came from Hoffenheim. Didn't really settle under Rodgers. Rodgers was not intelligent enough where to play him. And Klopp works his magic, and he became the Bobby Dazzler that we know of him today. Jota came in. People were raising their eyebrows when Jota signed. Comes in, and he's got a great goal scoring record. Diaz has come in, another one under 35, 36 million. You know, a player that has come in from Porto after a good season, good Copa America, and it looks as if the work is already telling in training that he already knows the Liverpool way.
Yeah, you know, there's a lovely brother. Sorry, one last thing. There's a lovely brother in a group, and he's very positive, and I'm a bit of a minus and whatnot. And he always says, trust in Klopp. Yeah, Klopp knows what he's doing. Yeah, and at the end of the day, whether Salah leaves, I trust in Klopp. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and you know, whoever he brings in, whether he brings in Avi's Gordy, or Irfan's Diaby, whoever it is, he's going to get someone in, and you'll see, you know, the left-hand side, we always struggled with when Sterling left, and then we got Mane in, and now we couldn't see someone replacing Mane, could we? Yeah, and bam, look at that, man. We got Luis Diaz. Yeah, I think the same will happen on the right-hand side. Yeah, whether it's Saka, Gordy, or Diaby, whoever it could be. I don't know. Yeah, but I trust in Klopp. Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing, man. Yeah, so.
Yeah. And one thing I would say is I want the fan base to stay focused, because the reason why we are trailing City is because, and that one on my videos, if you guys can go watch it, I kind of blame Klopp a little bit, because he took that line of vaccination, which drove the edge between the fan base, because there were half of them were anti, half of them were for vaccination. So I want us to stay focused. We only focus on, we already got one. Let's get the third one, and get there. Don't worry about this Salah thing right now. We worry about it in the summer where there's more time. Please smash the likes. Grace, Blue Chip, I appreciate you so much for putting me in.
No, appreciate you. Appreciate you,
brother. Thank you.
It was a tremendous chat. We appreciate.
Don't worry about Fahim. You don't need to do that with Fahim. Don't worry. That's for you. Don't worry about Fahim. Fahim, I look after everyone.
Quasi, Guagwan. Nice to meet you.
And Quasi, listen, Man City game, just DM me and we'll get together for the Man City game. We'll get together at Kazaz. Nice one.
Look after yourself, my friend. Take care of yourself. All right. Guys, we only need 9 more likes for 250. Let's get to that nice round number.
Alu.
Imran's right, man. Imran's right. Imran's saying, Grizz, call it a day, man. Get something.
Imran, that's the great Imran Khan. That is the great Imran Khan, I believe.
Absolutely. And now you've started calling each other. Now that you've started calling each other Alu on my stream, and you have absolute zero professionalism, I'm going to call it off.
Professionalism? How can there be professionalism? Come on,
you've actually called him Alu on my stream. Like, that's fine. That's good. Like, why
get him out, man. Get him out.
That's what he's a comfortable.
Fahim, you know what? Yeah,
French fry, man.
Yeah, Fahim, we're gonna kick him out. We're gonna kick him out, bro. We're gonna kick him out. Yeah, we're gonna kick him out. Me and you, Fahim. We can do this shit, man. This is how we roll, Fahim. You know what I mean? Us old timers from Luton. This is how we roll, bro. We run the show, bro. We run the show, Fahim.
Chimp's messaging me to get him back on the show.
No. Don't about these people. Talk to me, Fahim, man. How did you find your debut today, man? It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Man, you know what, Grizz, I love your show. Yeah, wallahi, man, I love it. I watch it all the time. I'm one of your supporters, one of your fanboys. Yeah.
No, stop that. You're my brother, man. Come on.
I see my mate Itzai's in the chat.
Yeah, big up Itza as well.
Can you delete him? Yeah.
No, don't about them.
Get him on the video.
No. They're not going to be seen now. But it's been a pleasure speaking to you, bro. The chat have loved you. They've loved your energy. They've loved your vibe. We want to have you back on, man. We make sure you please. We need. You know what, Avi? You know what we need to do? We need to give Fahim
only me and Fahim segment. Me and Fahim only double segment. No, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Me and you, Fahim,
will do our show.
Huh? Me and the French fry, yeah.
Yeah, the French fry and the Alu are gonna get on a show together.
No, but honestly, Fahim has been great, man. You've been great crack. And look, you spit some facts today, and you've been great. It's been a good laugh.
Yeah,
Good show today.
People be saying Fahim's debut has been great. You know what I mean?
Man. Yeah, I'm tracking Grizz's channel, man. I'm tracking it.
Vase of Flowers, who's a regular in the chat, says good stuff for him. People loving your debut, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
I'm going to hook you up, bro. I'm going to message you privately. We're going to set up a show with you and the other loose cannon in the top corner. And we're actually going to call it Loose Cannons. We're going to actually call it
Good
loose
shout,
cannons.
Chris. Good shout. We are the loose cannons.
Unpredictable, unfiltered. There you go.
We're just firing off everywhere. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Letting off
talking about.
shots. Letting off shots.
People are saying make your own channel for him. Don't
Baba
give him two ideas.
Baba Fahim.
No.
People are saying for him is like the granddad I
He
never
is.
had.
He literally is Santa Claus. I call him Santa Claus at the best of times.
Man has lit up. You know what I mean?
I'm actually only 32 years old, but I've had a tough life. Roadman life.
Well, big up for him. Love for the love, people are saying, man. Listen, we're going to wrap it up. Avi, we got tomorrow, we've got to get back to reality and
you
the
got
real
the seriousness
business
tomorrow.
things.
Yeah, you got the more professional show tomorrow.
Not professional, but you know, I mean, we're going to try to analyze the game from a different perspective. Don't forget tomorrow, people. We've got the Red Fellas podcast at 9 p.m. I believe. Where we're going to be going through the game.
Someone just said change Fahim's name to Potato Chip.
No,
Blue chip and potato chip.
Don't worry about that. Listen, Red Steve always has the best comment, and he says it was nicer for him to let Grizz and Avi on his show. Brilliant. Thank you.
He owned it, man.
Thank you for him for letting us be on your show today.
Thank
bro.
you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for having me.
Exactly. People are saying great show. Pixelated Pigeon, another regular in the chat, says great show. Have a good one all. It's true, man. Have a good night, people.
Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes, man.
Yeah, let's get this man knows. This man knows.
10K and upwards, and our target is 100K. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about.
And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get no laughing matter. We're gonna get there. Fahim, with you on board, with you. But we're gonna thrash out the contract details today. It's gonna be a lot easier than the one that Salah's trying to negotiate.
It's no biggie. I just want a burger. Yeah, I want a smash burger.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you want a burger. You look like one as well. All right, listen, good night. God bless. Love you all.